All right, guys, welcome to the Unfiltered podcast for the nighttime edition. We have two amazing guests with us tonight, so let's get it.
We're back. It's a Tuesday, and it is the night show. I'm happy that we could actually go live. We've been gone for a week plus. I'm happy to be back.
It's crazy.
The vibe, the mood. Today we have two beautiful guests. Can y'all introduce yourselves, your names, your age, and what you do for a living?
Of course. Thank you. My name is Brenda. I'm 30 years old. I'm born and raised in Miami, and I'm a producer.
My name is Ashley. I'm 24 years old. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm a nanny.
Nice. Okay.
And you're a nanny?
I'm a nanny. That's my job.
Okay.
Like an au pair?
Yes.
And a what?
Au pair.
Au pair.
I've never heard that word before.
Bro, just said some fancy shit.
Bro, I've never heard that word before.
Well, an au pair is like a foreigner.
Okay.
You know, you have someone come in from a different country that lives with you.
Okay.
So, but.
Oh, that's what you do?
Well,
so you
no,
go to like a different country?
No.
I about to say that'd be cool though.
I just call it a nanny.
Wait, so that's what you do though? You live with someone?
So no, I stay with them 2 days a week.
Okay.
And I just basically watch their kids. I help them get off to school. I do all their activities.
That's pretty. You get paid good for that?
Oh yeah, I get good.
Wow. Okay. Shout out to them.
Miami?
No, I do it in New Jersey.
Okay.
Nice. Shout out to them. So what brings both of you guys to Miami?
I'm here for New Year's Eve. I've been here since the 26th.
Okay.
I go back to the cold tomorrow.
Gotcha. So she's going back. Okay. And what about you? What brings you to Miami? You were born here, right?
Yeah, born and raised.
Gotcha.
I just never really wanted to leave.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, chat. If you have any questions for the lovely ladies during the show, please go ahead and write them in the chat. Anwar's gonna do his thing and make sure he reads them out for you guys. We have a few videos that we're gonna react to tonight, and then also, guys, don't forget that before the show ends, we're gonna keep me accountable for the. So, ladies, where I come from in Baltimore, I used to say the N-word a lot because like you're from up north, like people don't really see it as a bad thing, but I've been keeping myself accountable, and our subscribers decided to keep me accountable too. So every time I say the N-word, I think it's $10 that I have to put into the jar.
And 10 is low, but
I thought it was 20.
It was 20?
Yeah, let's make it 50 tonight.
Whoa.
Wait, God.
Calm down.
I feel like I'm back on Spirit Airlines.
The thing is, if you make it high cost, high reward, then you won't pay it.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, I think it was $10. And
he brings it back to 10.
Are you sure?
No, because this has been going on for like a whole week. Like this happened in the past already.
Nah, it was definitely like 20 or 30.
Was it 20?
It was like 20.
All right, we're gonna have to go back.
10. It was 10.
It was 10. Okay. Yeah, it was 10. But so we're gonna do that tonight, and then also, guys, if we can get to 50,000 subscribers by June, Basil's actually gonna do a cruise with 2 people. So, all right, ladies. So getting back to the show, I want to ask both of you guys, what makes you guys think that why should a guy date you? Like, what are good features about yourselves? Like, why should a guy date you? And we can start out with you.
I think I'm a good time. I'm a fun package.
Okay. What's a good time mean?
What's a fun package?
No, like I think I have a good personality. I'm funny. I like to go out.
Mm-hmm.
So
like clubbing?
I like to party a lot. Mm-hmm. So
like with your boyfriend or just in general?
Well, just in general.
Okay.
So I guess that comes with it. Is that not a good thing?
He's gonna red flag you.
I would say that too. You have a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Really?
Yeah, you do.
That.
So why should a guy date you? Because you're funny, you're fun,
and I am loyal when I am in a relationship.
Okay.
When in a relationship.
So,
well, if I'm not in a relationship, why should I say loyal? until you tell me that I'm your girlfriend, right?
Word.
I'm free to do whatever I want.
So when you date guys, you talk to other guys too? Like you're playing the field?
Oh, I like to have I always say it's good to have a 3.
Oh, so you got like a roster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always
Gotcha.
have 3 in rotation.
And
I think that's
we thought that
works.
was just a Miami girl thing.
Oh, that's it.
I guess it's spreading up to the north too.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yo, I just seen on IG hella girls saying I'm starting my new roster. Hit me up.
Oh,
For January?
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and now you
year,
can do
new
the
roster.
notes and stuff like that. So girls just get reckless. I'm
That's
like,
crazy. I
Jesus.
cannot relate. I'm not dating, and I have not dated in like over a year, just like consciously making that decision.
Mhm.
So thinking about your question, like why would someone want to date me? I don't know. I'm just kind of focused on gym tan laundry right now.
Mhm.
I mean, I always say, if you go out searching for love, you're
Right.
never gonna find it. So
Yeah.
why?
How old are you?
that's
I'm
a fact.
24.
24. And
Just turned 30.
is there, so you're single on purpose?
On purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if you were looking to date a guy though, why should a guy date you? Like what are some good traits about you?
I just think I've done a lot of like self-reflection, because sometimes people always like to act like they're the victim of something, like,
Mhm.
oh, this person did me dirty. But I took a step back to realize like when I was the shit person in certain situations, and like, okay, well maybe I need to do some healing, or like maybe I handled that incorrectly. So I think someone would want to date me maybe because I'm just a little bit more conscious of how I would want to be treated and treat somebody.
Wow, you sound mature.
Yeah, I was about to say
gonna
that.
say.
So you're good at communicating.
Well, I'm
Uh,
getting better at it.
Don't
I
you
just feel like it's a process. It's a process, and you communicate better with someone when you want to.
don't you feel like now that you're 30 though, that like you should be getting ready to like at least settle down?
No,
No?
not in this city.
Not in this city?
Yeah.
Do you want kids?
That actually is something that as I get older, I'm kind of like, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Well, because like your window
Yeah,
is
yeah, that's
smaller.
what I-
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
okay.
so you've come to terms with the fact that if you don't have kids, you're okay with that?
Yeah.
And
Because also I'm not totally opposed to the fact that like maybe I would adopt, or maybe somebody could be a
Okay.
surrogate. Those are options.
Yeah, that's definitely a good option too. But I would say that there's nothing like having your own kids.
Do you have kids?
I do.
Oh, then
That's-
you could say.
I mean, I would
but
adopt
don't.
too though.
Yeah.
Like if I still would, like if I was financially there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I think definitely like you will probably eventually want to have your own kid. Or
Yeah.
how about this? Like the guy you end up with,
Mhm.
I hate to say it though, but guys I think are gonna want kids more than, because like for me, it's like a legacy thing. You know
I
what I
thought
mean?
you were gonna say that they were already gonna come with kids. I was like, fuck.
No, like
Oh,
I mean some
hell
do,
no.
but for me personally, it's a legacy thing. Like I have a son.
Yeah.
So like my son is boom. Yeah, that's my legacy. You know what I mean? But like I could have an adopted son too, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Anyways, man, so we're gonna have, just to let you guys know, there's a lot of chats coming in too.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna get to them in a second. But
That's good.
Anwar, actually, can you read some of them, bro?
They already started the red flag.
Yeah.
And I know what it was
Wait,
too.
red flag is bad.
I think red flag might be for you.
Oh.
No, it's
Nah, it was for Ashley.
Ashley.
For Ashley.
Right.
I'm
That's
just a
good.
walking red flag. I mean,
Okay.
Or
Okay.
does that mean that they think Ashley's hot? Because she is hot.
Yeah.
That's not what the
We
red
can start reading some.
Go ahead, read some of them, bro.
Your Meshi says, these are the hottest girls you brought on the show. Well done to the recruiter.
Nice.
Captain Caveman said it did originally start at $10, but then Eric said he would bump it up to 20, holding you accountable.
Oh shit, I did say 20 then.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we'll do 20
Good,
then. We'll
good.
do 20. All right, go ahead.
Dynamic Soul said red flag. Ran through. MP said, he just said shout out to your Meshi, Captain Caveman. Alexander had a question for the guests.
Go ahead.
He asked, name 3 ways you catered to your man in your last relationship.
Okay, so name 3 ways that you guys catered to your man in your last relationship.
Oh boy, I can't even remember my last relationship.
mine was
Damn, how long ago has it been? You said a year.
Well, that a year that I've been dating, like I've been off dating, but like a serious boyfriend,
Oh,
I've only had like quite literally like 2, and one of them was like a foreign one,
Mhm.
French one. So I think by catering, like I would travel to go see him, or he would travel to come see me, or I would cook for him, like those little things.
yeah.
You know.
So name one more.
I think gift giving, I like to be really thoughtful. Like if
Mhm.
you said something earlier in that year, then I'd be like, oh, I remember when he
Yeah.
Let me go pick that up because it's more thoughtful than say like a
That's
gift
very
card or
valuable.
something.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah, I
very
like that. Shout out to
valuable.
that. What about you? 3 things that you do to cater to your
I was
man.
just gonna say the gift giving because you know the 5 types of love languages.
Mhm.
So I would say gift giving. Like obviously, I would if there was a Christmas or their birthday, I would go all out. But same thing. My last serious relationship was somebody from Baltimore.
Mhm. Oh, shout out to Baltimore.
In college.
he must have been one of those hood guys.
Yo, that's bro. I don't be wanting to say certain things, but yeah, I was thinking that
He's
too.
probably one of those hood guys.
He was one of those.
And he was probably the darker
No,
complexion.
That's not true. But,
All right, so he was from Baltimore. So
he was in Baltimore, but I was in a different lifestyle back then.
Mhm.
So I do compare a lot of my newer relationships with that, which I really need to stop because obviously like we saw each other every single day because we went to school together. So it was kind of like we were very codependent.
Oh, that's right. You went to Townsend.
Yes.
Okay, that makes
So I
sense.
went
Okay.
to Townsend, Maryland. So we were very codependent on each other. Like I want to see him every day. I wanted to spend every second with him. So, and then like I talk to guys now and I'm like, I have no problem with seeing you one day a week.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's a bad thing that I keep.
No, one day a week is amazing.
Like, right? Like, I think that's.
So what were the 3 things that you said you
Oh,
did?
so I would say like gift giving, definitely.
Okay.
Words of affirmation.
Well, like what? Give me an example.
I would always like hype him up, like, hey, like good morning text, good night text, you know,
Okay.
good luck on this.
And what was the third one?
And what's another? Physical touch? Is that
That's the most important one.
Yeah, that's all.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of PDA. That's not really
real.
I don't like that whole like kissing in public stuff. Like,
nah, I'm grabbing my girl's neck from my
like,
tongue down the throat.
Really? Like
all
if
that.
you're at a club, like, and like you have someone down your neck, like you like that?
Oh, I don't go to clubs. So.
Well,
yeah. So let me ask you this.
But I'll do physical touch in a private setting.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
So have you ever cheated?
Have I ever cheated?
You thought too long on that. Way too long. Come on, that's an instantaneous question. No, I didn't cheat.
They're gonna come after me.
No, just be honest. Just be honest, though. I mean, I have.
Yeah, it got really toxic at the end, and like it kind of got bad because when I went back to I think trust is honestly the most important thing in a relationship. Like people say communication. I think trust is because if you don't trust somebody, that's it.
It's raps. Yeah. Someone could disrespect you and you come back from it. But
as soon
as
the trust is gone, like, and it just got really toxic, like with the sharing locations. And like I said with my next boyfriend, I will never do that ever again because then I'm waking up at 3 a.m. and I'm scrolling on. I'm like, why is your location off? Like, where the fuck are you?
Wait, why was your location off?
Exactly. Well, not me. This was him. So it kinda,
his location was off.
His location was off.
Oh, he gave you his location? Oh,
yeah. That's a.
No, I said I'm not going to do that in my next relationship because it just causes so many more problems.
Yeah.
Than it does.
No, but you give the other guy your location.
Yeah,
too.
So he had my location too.
No. I'm saying like in future relationships, you'll give the guy your location.
No, I don't think that
you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Interesting.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, I mean, thanks for being honest, by the way, because like I've done it. You know what I mean? Like here's the thing: like you do stuff in life and you learn from it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that watch this show, they've done it too. Or a lot of people that haven't done it, they could possibly learn from this situation. So, you said you cheated. Was it with who was it with, if you don't mind me asking?
It wasn't like it was kind of like it wasn't like what in the height of our relationship. It was really when we were like
the end.
Yeah.
So
like,
you were emotionally detached already.
Yeah, like it was like he was, going off the rails, and I was just like
he was probably doing it too, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it was like you were going like. I was going through his phone while he was sleeping. It was just like, like I always say, like, always listen to your gut.
That's not a good idea. I always tell women not to go through guys' phones. You're not going to find anything good in there.
Like I was doing it to myself. Like I was like, if you ever want to go on a diet, read through your man's phone.
Yeah.
I think I lost him.
Don't look through a man's phone. Don't look at who they're following.
Yeah, but I also think that I was searching for something. Like I say, like if you're looking for something, you're gonna find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like so that's really what it was. And then it was going with like the tit for tat, like, oh, you were texting blah blah blah, so I was, you know, posting a Snapchat with the kid he didn't like. Like, so it just got very like.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's
So who-
that
so
was
who-
very
Very
toxic.
toxic.
So
That
who, so
very
who was
toxic.
who was the guy though?
Who was the that I cheated on?
Yeah.
That it was someone I hooked up with beforehand.
Okay, so it was someone you already knew.
So it was yeah.
Okay, cool. What about you? Have you ever cheated?
I have.
You have?
Not sexually, but more just like lying
Okay.
about where I was at and the idea of flirting with someone else,
Mhm.
which still is cheating
Mhm.
because you're lying to your partner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
I have a question for y'all. Y'all have male friends?
barely
I
none.
do, yes.
You have male friends.
Mhm.
Onward. Why have you reminded me to get that red flag? I need one. Like I need a physical copy.
Yeah.
So,
Put 'em on.
so speaking of male friends, you said you have some, but barely.
Yeah.
What? How many do you have?
I could probably count them on one hand and have fingers left over. So like 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Because most of the time they just like pretend to be your friend or they're waiting for you to be like, all right, I'll fuck you. You
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
And or they're your friends because you did fuck them a long time ago and then they're waiting for that round 2 or
Yeah.
whatever the case is. So if I have male friends, it's like more like a pen pal or I'll
Mhm.
text you, but I'm not going to really be hanging out one-on-one with you.
So, have you ever had sex with one of your friends?
Yes.
So you knowing that, if you were in a relationship, would you still keep your friends?
Probably not.
Okay.
Oh, would you? Wow, damn it.
Taking a shot for
I be
this
trying to
one.
redeem you and you just like,
He's
God
digging myself, like,
damn.
digging
So-
my grave, digging
So
my
you
grave.
have male friends, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And to answer, I did hook up with him, and we were very close.
I knew the
friends.
guy you hooked up with was one of your friends, because you said
Well,
you had,
this
you
was
had
more
you said you
recent.
had already
Yeah.
slept with him,
Well, that
and the fact that you kept him along means
yeah,
that you
yeah.
guys were technically
Uh-huh.
friends.
But recently I tried the best hookup with the best friend thing, and it just went down. No.
Is he still your best friend?
No, now and I said from the beginning, I was like, before we do this, like, I don't want to lose you as a friend. Like, you've been my friend for 10 plus years.
Hold up. And what did he say? He was like,
He was like, oh,
he was like, yeah,
oh,
we won't
oh,
change
oh,
anything.
why? Yeah.
We'll still be the same. We'll be best
Exactly.
friends
Uh-huh.
forever. And then all of a sudden,
And
what
then-
happens?
And then, yeah, just like, shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sound
we're
effects going
we're
crazy today.
We're still friends, but just not on the
That you,
relationship we were.
Right.
yeah. So
You can't ever go back to that vibe.
No,
You're just
and
bonded.
that's what made me
Never
so
happened.
upset, truthfully, because I was like, I looked at him like he was a really good friend, and I was like, I'm mad at myself that I even let it get out, like this situation get out of hand like that.
and here's the proof too, because like we actually went viral on TikTok because of a clip where we talked about friendships, and we said that if a guy's friends with women, it's only a matter of time. He's waiting. And there are some guys out there that were like, no, I'm that 1%. I'm that 1%. That we're not saying that there aren't guys out there that can't be friends with girls.
Yeah.
We know that there are.
But it's funny. It's like, does your mom have a guy best friend?
No.
No.
The one
Like-
time I had a guy friend, he was bi. So then
Yeah.
you know, he didn't even
That's
really want
different.
Well, what
me
I'm
out
saying
there.
is that that amount of people is so small. Like
Yeah.
those men are it's the minority, right? It's like
Yeah.
the small minority, and even they'll be tempted. Like it's just biology. Like if a guy's attracted to a girl, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Let's get to some of these comments, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got a bunch. Let's see. MMP says, I will be honest, the Miami home lady reminds me of the girl from the 2002 movie Big Trouble, which takes place in Miami.
I didn't see that movie.
Never seen
Yeah,
that.
I've
Yeah,
never,
never heard of that.
never heard of it.
Diago wants to know when's the last time either of y'all got laid.
Oh shit. I actually just celebrated a year of celibacy. So last time I got laid was January 2nd,
Damn, a whole year?
20. Yeah, I just
And
celebrated.
that's
a year.
voluntarily?
No, I didn't start off like, yeah, I don't want to get fucked. It just kind of happened. And then I look back at the state of hip hop and I was like, damn, it's been 3 months. Damn, it's been 4 months. Damn, it's been 6. And then I was like, well, might as well stick it out.
Yeah. So a whole year.
Yeah, a whole year.
Damn.
Now
that-
Whole
you
year.
do it.
I mean, I do it with myself. I just don't have a partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I gotta
guy,
stay alive.
That next guy's gonna be like,
He gonna follow up. Yeah, he gonna follow
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
um,
World.
But damn, a whole year. Congrats to you though. That's
Thank
really big.
you. Thank you.
I think that's one of the hardest things to do.
It is hard because you just think like, whatever. But the more you protect your peace, and it's gonna sound very kumbaya, but then the stronger you feel on the inside.
Yeah, but you're in Miami. This is probably one of the most tempting cities.
It is.
in the
Yeah, that's
world.
why I just don't go out much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
Cool.
easy.
Could you do a whole year?
A whole year.
Yeah. Boy.
I don't know. It's a long time. I give you a lot of credit.
Thanks.
All right, let's get to some of these.
Wait, did
comments.
Ashley even answer the question? I didn't hear it.
Oh.
If she could do a whole year?
No, when was the last time?
When was the last time,
yeah,
Ash?
yeah.
Don't say a couple hours ago.
No. If it's
Hey, that's your prerogative.
two weeks ago.
2 weeks
There you
ago.
go.
Before I came here. Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Okay. Right before she came here. With
So you haven't
with the guy
caught
from
one in Miami.
Baltimore.
No.
All right, bro. Let's get to some of
We
the
got a
other
couple
ones.
more.
Go ahead.
Captain says, if a woman waits till she's 30 to decide to have a child and has one, we'll say at 31, and said child has a daughter, then she waits until 30 to have a child. Now woman is 61 and never get to see her great grandchild.
You know, math is not my strong suit. Whatever your point is, my dude. Okay. Like,
Yo.
okay.
Very nice.
Yo, my man really sat here and did the math on that shit. Yo, shout out to him, bro. Yo, Captain really sat there and did the math.
Yeah,
he
was
said
like, hold on.
30 plus 30 plus 30, she's dead.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Shout out to Captain.
Nas, who's also from Maryland, said, oh no, not Towson.
Yo,
Toxic.
yo, guys, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to the chat. Any other ones, bro?
Yeah. Urmeshi says, do you think it's controlling if your boyfriend has strict boundaries like no nightclubs, no girls trips, etc.?
I'll let you guys answer that.
I think that's controlling.
That's controlling.
I'm sorry. You think it's
no girls trips? Like you're not allowed to have.
Oh no, you go. You know, you can go on your girls trip.
Oh, but
you
no.
just won't be my girlfriend when you get back.
Why? See, that's my whole thing on trust, though.
I mean, is it trust? I could trust you, right?
Mhm.
But I don't know your other 9 friends. 9 out of 10 times, if your friends are a hoe, you're a hoe. And if
believe
you're
that?
going to the clubs, they're going to do single activities, right? You're going to be around these said single activities. These guys are going to look at you. Oh, she's probably single too.
Would you say that right now you're probably at the best that you'll ever be? Like your age right now, you're 22, correct?
No, 24.
24. Okay, you're still like really great age. You're young, you're beautiful. Like this is probably the time that you should be like looking for a husband.
I always said when I turn 25, that's when I'm gonna settle down, get my shit together, and now I realize it's in a year, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the pressure's on. So,
What's your Instagram for the people watching?
Ashley, ASHLEERYANN.
All right, guys, go look her up.
Very nice.
Yeah, you just gave them some free game.
So wait, was there a question there or did I miss something?
I don't know.
Oh,
Do you think it's controlling?
yeah.
If you're
Oh, yeah.
not
Do you
going
think
on-
it's controlling? I guess it goes both ways to the topics we were talking about before: trust, communication.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You don't want me to go to the club. You don't want me to have girls trips. So what's on the other end for you?
Okay,
You going to boys' night?
I'm really glad you said that. Do you think men and women are equal?
No.
No.
Okay, so then why would that same apply to me?
Because from what I've experienced and what I have seen, sometimes girls go out just for the sake of putting on a cute outfit
Mm-hmm.
and taking pictures and being with their girls. And I have been now so many nights with my girlfriends where we are literally not looking at any dudes. We're there for like, hey, we're out. We said we were going to be out. Look, we haven't been out in forever.
Mhm.
And sometimes I feel like guys can be more dogs in the sense of they're out and they're like, oh, like looking for that
Mm-hmm.
from what I've observed.
Nah,
So that's why I don't think we are equal.
Well, we're not equal in so many ways,
Right.
Yeah. So what's wrong with the guys being a dog?
In the sense of like, you can't be controlling to me if I can't be controlling to you. We do need to have some kind of mutual
What's-
boundaries if you want to set the boundaries.
So
But
what's that
didn't you just
mutual
say that-
boundary?
Didn't you just say men and women aren't equal?
Backtrack. Men and women. There we go.
You just
Thank
said
you.
we're not the same.
You're not the same. But what I'm saying is, as far as boundaries, how are you going to tell a woman, oh no, you can't go out, but then I can? Or
No.
by I can, I'm putting myself in your position.
Mhm.
You can go out, just won't be my girlfriend anymore.
Yeah, you said that already.
Yeah. So it's not controlling because you can do whatever you want.
Right. So then it's not a relationship, my dude.
But then you're threatening me because then they're gonna say like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna.
How's
But
that
you can
threatening?
use
Because
my-
you're gonna say, oh, go out, but I won't be your girl. I won't be your boyfriend
Okay, but to
anymore.
use to use your
Yeah, but so
example,
now you
right?
have a
Right.
choice though.
So to use your
That's
example,
not toxic.
to use your
Tyler, what's your
example, you
example?
said women go out sometimes just to look nice,
Yeah.
right? But you're going out to a club, and if you're going out with your girls, your boyfriend's not there to defend you. And I've always said this. I think going out with your boyfriend is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But when you go out by yourself or with girls, those girls aren't going to protect you. If something happens, those girls are not going to protect you.
I mean, I think I have really good friends.
Yeah, but what's a girl going to do compared to like a drunk guy?
Right.
Like, and here's the thing. A lot of people would sit here and say, well, what are the possibilities or probabilities of that happening?
Mhm.
But it actually happens a lot.
Yeah.
It actually happens a lot. So for me personally, like I had this situation just recently where I was like, hey, these are my expectations and this is what I believe in, and that's how it's got to be. And if you can't handle it, then I understand, but that's the way it is. And there's no, oh, okay, but I can do it too. No, it's, hey, this is what it is. But at the same time, it's like, hey, but I'm also going to be honest to you. I'm going to take care of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think not every guy deserves
May I
it.
ask what that person's response was when you kind of like
It was
communicated and shared?
it was a reluctant yes. You know what I mean? Because damn, we're going deep now. You know what I mean? But long story short, it's something that like I've come to understand that it's what I want
Mhm.
in a relationship, and it's if I don't get it from her, then I'm gonna get it from someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather be honest about it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, and I think that's guys, that's where they fuck up, is they go into a relationship wanting something but not being honest about it. And I think like men should just be straight up honest and be like, look, I'll date you, but I'm gonna talk to other women as well. But I'll also take care of you. You'll be good. You know what I mean? And I think what guys can do to make things better is include the girl. So like, hey, I like other girls. Are you cool with having threesomes? Okay, cool. Let's do it. You know what I mean? And then if the girl says she's not cool with it, that's cool too. Just move on.
Right.
You know? So that's just my opinion on it. But any other comments, bro? Any other chats?
We got a bunch.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Alexander says, question for the guests. Name one thing you did wrong in your last relationship, and then one thing he did wrong.
I love this question. I
Damn.
love
Alright.
it.
I guess the last almost relationship, what I did wrong is I ghosted.
Hold up, bro. Why do women do that? Why not just be
I'm
honest?
trying to explain myself.
Yeah.
You're doing sound effects.
Okay,
I can't
sorry.
even
Go
finish
ahead.
a sentence. I ghosted, kind of to your point of what you just said.
Yeah.
What you just said about being for real with someone, being open and saying this is what I want. That 3-month mark, you know, when you start to feel like, all right, we gotta have that little moment.
Yeah.
And that person told me that they really liked me, but which when someone says that, you should ignore what's in the front and just listen to what's after the but, because that's what really matters. But they said, but I'm not ready. I'm doing this or I'm dealing with that. And I pretended to be okay with that. I pretended to be like, okay, I can
Why'd
wait.
you pretend?
Because I really liked that person.
Okay.
Unexpectedly.
So at that point, you were already emotionally invested,
yeah.
right?
So I thought, oh, maybe I could be the cool girl. Maybe I could be the girl that sticks around.
If you don't mind me asking, because we don't know him, what
Yeah.
was it? What was the one thing that you pretended to be cool with?
I pretended to be cool that he was not ready yet, but he still wanted to.
He was talking to other people?
Maybe, who
Okay.
knows? And then at one point, like I couldn't take it anymore. And then that little thing switches where like after you have that conversation, I don't know, most of the time it's not fun anymore. Because you've already gotten to that point where it's like, oh, we gotta have that talk. And so then once you feel that communication start to dwindle and kind of go downhill, I was like, man, we just had this conversation. My ego was hurt and bruised, and I ghosted and I just bounced.
So when you say
but
you
reflecting
ghosted,
on it, like that was the worst thing I could have done. That was rude because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me.
yeah. So I'm really glad that you said that last part too. So when you say you ghosted, you mean like you just disappeared completely? You blocked them on everything?
Everything.
Never talked to him
Yeah,
again?
and then I went to Mexico with my girlfriend for 3 months.
Oh,
That you ghosted.
Mexico City, and it was fun. We didn't do crazy. We just ate, and
Damn, you cut off the
I
map.
cried a lot, but it was okay.
But he didn't.
Wait,
do
you
that.
cried about
If
the
he saw
situation,
you were
but
at Mexico, it'd been fucked.
What'd you say?
If he seen you were in Mexico, he would have like probably deleted himself.
I don't know about that.
Wait, so let me ask you this. You ghosted him and then went on a trip.
I had the trip planned.
Okay.
So then I was like, man, why not just go with my girlfriends and just
Let me ask you
go-
this: don't you feel bad about not talking to him? Like, isn't there a part of you that just wants that closure?
I just feel like closure sometimes is sounds really sexy. It sounds really cool. It sounds like something that you want. No one's really going to give you the closure but you.
Huh.
Sometimes you're
You just
waiting
said-
for that closure because you're hoping someone's going to say something and you can't really predict what that person's going to say.
Well, you just said that you wouldn't want him to do that to you,
Right.
right? So if you can ghost him, then you can at least be like, hey, respectfully, it's not for me anymore, and kind of
Right. That's what I should have done.
yeah. Well, at least you learned from it.
Yeah, I did.
And
What,
then one thing he did wrong.
one thing he did wrong. This should be easy.
I guess just the fact that we had a conversation about communication and then he didn't follow through with it is what sucked.
What didn't he follow through with? Because he was honest with you.
Right, but if we have this conversation and then on top of that there's like, oh, let's communicate more, and then you don't communicate with me,
Mm,
then
okay.
what the fuck we just talked about?
Yeah,
I see.
actions speak louder.
Yeah,
than words.
exactly.
Okay. What about you?
I would say on both our parts was the line, like lying to each other. Like we just should have been honest. Like
Mhm.
it was like he was a great boyfriend. We did have a great relationship, but when we were good, we were good. But when we were bad, we were fucking bad. Like it was like either 100 or 0.
Yeah.
So I think that we should have never let it get that out of control.
So both of you guys did what you did wrong was lie to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and read some of these other chats, bro.
All right, they want to know the panel's opinion on Andrew Tate, specifically the women.
All right, ladies. What's your
Oh.
opinions on Andrew Tate?
I seriously 100% ignore him, dog.
You ignore him?
Ignore him. Like I started seeing him pop up on my For You page a lot,
Mhm.
and then when you go on your For You page on your TikTok, you start to see the comments, and when it's like bots and little anime characters and
Mhm.
14-year-old boys, I'm like, bruh.
Mhm.
And then recently I saw, what was it, a tweet that he got arrested?
Mhm.
It's just sometimes people hype up shit they don't like, and then it
Mhm.
just gets bigger. It's
Mhm.
like when I don't like something, I just
Let me
move it to the side.
let me ask you a question. What is it about him that you don't like, or his message? What is it about his message that you don't like?
It just feels very, very, very devaluing to women. And devaluing, and it seems very centered across like making money and this status of success, which is important, but like, man, sometimes you go to sleep at night and you don't go to sleep next to your bag of money. You go to sleep with who you are on the inside. And I don't think that he fully feels like he's a good person on the inside. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
You know, it's funny.
It looks like a good front. I give him that.
There's a TikToker who like purposely goes out into the streets and asks people like,
Mm.
what don't you like about Andrew Tate? And a lot of them don't even know what they don't like about Andrew Tate. But the major question answer that they get is the one you just gave, which was, oh, he talks bad about women or he devalues women.
Yeah.
He actually talks really highly
Really?
about women.
Yeah.
He
That's
says,
what
That's the thing. Then
So you just seen those.
I guess
small
he got a
clips?
bad edit.
yeah, I mean,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
I guess
that's what
if
they
you
do.
could show me right now a clip where he's valuing them super high, I may
Anwar-
change my mind.
Anwar-
Anwar.
Anwar, I'll let you go ahead and look one up if you can, bro. I know you're
Thank
doing a
you,
lot back
Anwar.
there, but he does. And after the show, I'd love to show you. He speaks. He actually speaks about protecting women.
Mhm.
And like, you know, the one thing that the women don't like is how he basically says that, you know, women to a certain extent should be okay with like a guy, leading and having other
Yeah.
women. So that's what women don't like. But overall, like he's never really said anything negative about women.
It's always
That
nothing
seems like a
negative.
bold statement.
Tell me one negative thing he said about women.
That's the thing. I don't carry around clip notes. I told you I don't like them.
But
But from what how many TikToks you watch a day?
A lot.
You memorize all of them?
but I think people do a really good job of twisting his words.
Right. So that's why I'm waiting for Anwar or you after the show.
Yeah. All right, that's
to
cool.
show me one or two where it sounds really that great.
It's hard to find them because I can't watch.
Oh, it's hard. Now it's hard,
No, no, no.
right?
No,
I can't
'cause
watch
he
the
can't
video.
watch while he's producing back there.
Okay.
It's really
Can't hear
good.
the sound.
What about you? What do you think about Andrew Tate and his situation?
To be honest, I really don't pay any mind to him. I just see on my feed like he just got arrested for what was it, sex trafficking?
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
It started as organized crime, then
Yeah.
went to sex trafficking.
So,
They're trying to push
that-
a narrative on it.
That's my latest. But it's either people love him or hate him, and
Yeah.
I really just don't really have an opinion on him.
Yeah.
Eric, what's your opinion on Andrew Tate?
So obviously, working with the other podcasts, there was a lot that I got to find out about him personally, but I mean, there's some things I don't agree with. You know what I mean? Just like with everybody, this is my boy. I don't agree with everything he says. There's some things of mine he doesn't agree with. We aren't the same person. So, but majority of the stuff I gotta admit, like I do understand, like the way he speaks about the system. I agree with that. I think schools are fucked. I think the way that they're tricking people to work 9 to 5, you literally work till retirement is like age 60,
Yeah.
and then you die at 70. You know what I mean? Like it's all fucked up if you really look at it. But the thing is, they give us football, they give us TikTok, and they give us a whole bunch of stuff to distract us from that, right? But in reality, I mean, I gotta admit, I agree with pretty much most of the stuff he says. And here's the thing too, he's harder on men than he is on women. But women don't realize that. Like you women could never sit here and be like, oh, there's all these clips where he's talking. He literally talks bad about men in the sense of like, don't be broke. Don't have a broke mentality. Don't date women if you can't provide for them. Don't date a woman if you can't protect her. He speaks about men that way too, but women don't care about that. He says one thing a woman doesn't like, and women are like, oh, he's against women. I'm telling you for a fact. I'm telling you for a fact. I used to work with Fresh and Fit, and I'm telling you for a fact, knowing everything I know, like Kevin Samuels was the same way. Kevin Samuels got dragged online even after he passed because he was talking bad about women. He was talking to men too, and he was doing it worse.
Yeah, he talked to men for like the first 3 years.
He was talking to men. He was calling men. He was like, yo, you guys shouldn't be losers. You guys need to step it up. Like he was like being a father figure to these guys. And women didn't have no problem with that. It wasn't until he started telling women, hey, you're 35, you have 2 kids, and you want a guy who makes $3 million a year. That's when he started getting a backlash because women were like, oh, how are you going to tell a woman she doesn't deserve that? But, no one had a problem when he was talking like that for 3 years to men. And
People
so,
only want to see the bad, and
yeah,
then they'll see the good later.
but yeah, so that's my thought on Andrew. I don't know if you want to add to that.
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. Any other chats, bro?
We got so many chats, bro.
Go ahead.
Question for the madams. If you're going out with a girlfriend and you're wearing something a bit
Who's
provocative,
madams?
The women.
Oh, okay.
If you're going out with a girlfriend and you're wearing something a bit provocative, but your man tells you to change, what is your response?
That's controlling. Why are you being controlling? Oh my God.
Let them answer.
I'll let you go first.
I'm the type of person, you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna do it. So. Can't handle a bad bitch. Don't know what to tell you. Sorry, I just think that's. I think that's. I mean, if it's something really inappropriate and like he wasn't coming with me, okay, granted, I would change. But if he's coming with me, then you ready to fight?
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like women know what's incredibly provocative as an outfit and what's not really, like when they're just kind of being annoying to be annoying. If it's full on provocative and like my titties are out, then I'll consider changing.
Don't you think a guy's trying to protect you by telling you not to wear certain things though?
No, I get it, and I would obviously love a protective guy. So,
but you just said you do the opposite.
But I'm saying if I didn't think it was provocative,
right? Ultimately, the decision is yours.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it fair to say that women have terrible judgment calls? Like, let's be honest here. Yes or no? Yes or no?
I want to hear your guys.
Can we say like?
Is there like a
majority of
cricket
women?
sound? So you go.
You don't think the majority of women don't know what they want? Like they don't know what to do. Like if I ask you, what do you want to eat?
And we're not talking about you specifically.
Food.
We're talking about majority of women.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
What? Yeah, I mean that's like the simplest thing. Like, that's like simplest example.
No, but
If
sometimes I act like I don't know what I want because I want to see what you pick.
Okay. You're talking about food though. I'm talking about the way you dress. So like if me and you are dating and you're wearing something I don't like, I'm gonna tell you to take it off. And if you do the opposite, like her, then we're done. Like we're done. Because here's the thing, and this is me personally. I'm not speaking for all men. This is just me personally. When I date a girl, I'm willing to like die for that girl.
Yeah.
I'm willing to protect that girl, provide for that girl. And so if I'm gonna tell her, hey, I don't like you wearing this, then don't wear it. Like that's just it. I hate it because girls like to say it's your way or the highway. Yeah, basically.
Damn,
You know what I mean?
right.
It's my way or the highway, and if you don't like it, that's cool. I'll move on. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because here's the thing: I'll go all out for you.
No, of
I will
course.
go all out for you.
And I'm obviously, I was just trying to stir the pot, but at the end of the day, I would change because I do respect. If you're my husband and you're fighting with me, then I respect you. So
Cool, cool. All right. Any other ones, bro? We have a shit ton
Yeah,
of
we got
comments.
so many, bro.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Let's scroll up. All right, what are the ladies' thoughts of men stepping out and exercising options? We kind of touched this earlier.
Yeah, we did.
right.
They said no.
Captain Caveman said, ladies, give a legitimate reason why you want to wait until you're 30 to have children. He's still on that.
Yeah, I think we'll keep that one short.
Yeah.
So you haven't you clearly haven't wanted any kids, otherwise you'd have some, right?
Yeah.
And I guess we touched on it earlier, but your window is closing. And I don't say that to me mean, but like just
biologically. Yeah, you're
yeah,
just
yeah.
speaking like,
yeah.
my
yeah.
body. And
Yeah, body.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to try to have a kid when you're
I just-
35.
Right. But I just feel like, man, now that I got here, there's a switch. And everybody used to tell me this. Everybody used to say, when you turn 30, you're not going to give a fuck.
Mhm.
You're not going to compare yourself to other people.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And the switch really did happen. And now, like, there's just so many other things and hobbies that I'm interested in that, like, someone pressing in the comments or someone keep nagging me that my window's closing. It's like, that's just not everything that's
Mhm.
that's for me. Like, there's so many other things that I could do.
You said you wanted to be married by 25, right?
no, I said I was gonna settle down by
Settle
30.
down.
that's
But
I'm sorry.
I-
Okay.
I do want kids before I'm
That's
30.
what I was gonna say.
So,
You
yeah.
probably have a time window of
Yeah.
where you want kids.
But I would never bring a kid into this world if I'm not ready. Like I think that if you're not
That's
ready,
smart.
then
Yeah.
you should. And how it
Isn't it fair to say though that your 20s are your building years? You should be
Yeah,
building right
like,
now.
I'm having a great time. I'm having fun. So I'll have the rest of my life to take care of my kids. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'll never have this time.
Are you building for your kid at the club?
No, see, but let me enjoy it because when I got a baby, I'm not gonna be at the club. But
That's actually, Eric, a great thing that you said about being ready.
Mhm.
Like, there's been several situations a couple years ago where I thought, man, like, what if? Or like one time where I thought I might have been in, all those
Mhm.
emotions go through your head. And thinking about it now, like, just because the window of time is closing doesn't mean I need to be pressured to have a child and not
Yeah, for
give
sure.
them the best future ever.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Do you
I
think-
feel like the comments are just pressuring your time. Your window's closing. Your
Yeah, yeah.
window's closing. It's like,
Let's
all right,
hypothetically speaking, let's say you get to 40 and you don't have kids, right? Let's say you choose adoption,
yeah,
right? Do you think you'll regret it
no.
10 years from now?
No. How
You-
many not undeserving, that's the wrong word. How many deserving kids like don't have a family, don't have a home? You can give them something
I get
better.
it. I get it. No, 100%. And what you're saying is true, but it's nothing like having your own kid.
Right. But you say that from experience. I'm talking about
But I don't,
know.
even if I didn't have a kid, I still would say it because it's just something special about that, especially as a woman. And I keep saying this because society is telling women that, like, oh, you should be more like men. I think being a woman is beautiful. I've
Yeah.
never been a woman, but like, I think being a woman is one of the most beautiful things you can do. You guys can give life.
Mhm.
Think about how beautiful that is. So
Yeah.
like, I think like as a father, I think, fathers are proud, but I think mothers are like, come on, that baby came out of you. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
Miyazaki Lee asked, have these beautiful ladies been with black guys before?
Oh, no, but I've been tempted to, especially recently. I think I grew up, I'm an only child. I grew up Hispanic, but kind of conservative Hispanic. And they would say,
Yep.
they would, sometimes be like, well, you need
Oh, I'm
to
hip.
marry your race or marry
Yep.
like more white. And
And-
now I'm like, damn, bro, like black guys are hot.
Not
But
only that-
I haven't.
Not only that, but if I know what you're talking about, there is a slight hint of like racism there too.
Yeah.
Trust me, I grew up in that environment as well. So what about you? Have you tried chocolate?
no, I have never.
No. All right. The girls have never tried chocolate.
You want to keep going?
Keep going, bro. Any other
All
ones?
right. Yeah, we got a bunch. We're like halfway down, bro.
All right.
Orthodox Boxing. He said, put on a cute outfit in the kitchen. Why do you need to go to the club?
Why not? I mean, I agree with him. Like you said earlier, ladies get cute to go out.
Mhm.
You can get cute and have all your girls come over to the house.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine with that.
You know what I
don't
mean?
have to. I just.
And this is what I mean by a guy being able to take care of you. If a guy's financially stable,
Yeah.
he can do that.
Yeah.
He can say, hey, yo, take the whole house, have a party, do your thing. I trust you being at the house rather than being at the club where I can't protect you. And at least I know everyone you invite
I
to.
will say you sound like one in few men in Miami that's concentrated on, let me take care of you, stay home, I'm gonna provide for you. Because most of the time men want to do what you said about keeping you in the house,
Mhm.
but they got no plans to do the rest.
Yeah.
So until the majority acts more like you,
Mhm.
then you're gonna continue to have girls that go.
And I do tell men that they should be like that though. Because I this is what I mean, and this is what Andrew says. Andrew tells men that they shouldn't try to get that from women if they can't provide.
Yeah.
And I think that's true. I think there's a lot of guys out here asking for that, and they're living with their moms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the problem. That is the problem.
So we agree. We essentially we all agree on the same things. It's just sometimes it's not worded right.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
any other ones, bro? Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, shout out.
King Solomon, he's talking about the club too. He said, if y'all just want to go out and have fun, ignore all the guys, then why don't y'all go to a gay club?
I do. I enjoy Twist. That's a fun one. So many rooms. Next question.
Swordplay. He says, what's poppin', peeps? My question to the ladies, what's a toxic trait from men that is low-key a turn on for you?
Oh, this is a good one. Go ahead.
Ooh, I have to think about that one, but that's a great question. A toxic trait that's a turn on.
Yeah.
I guess when they like throw shit around because they're mad.
You like that?
Yeah. I'm like, oh fuck. I can have one toxic trait that I think is hot. That's
All right. So
Yeah.
what about you?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like if they get like, they get jealous.
Mhm.
I think that's kind of hot. Like, oh,
Jealousy's hot to you?
Jealousy's hot.
like, well, like say like, they're like, oh, why is that guy commenting on your picture? It's like, oh,
Mhm.
why are you mad?
I think that's hot in the beginning.
Yes, like in that honeymoon phase.
Yeah,
but,
because
like, if I'm-
try that a year after, and
Yeah,
that's just
that's
like,
like-
yo, really? Like, you know what I mean? It's not the same. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question, bro. Any other ones, bro?
Yeah, Diago asked, would either of the ladies deactivate all their social media if they found their perfect high-value man?
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I believe
I
you.
went through a really long phase of like not posting on Instagram of
Mhm.
like, fuck, every time I post, I feel like I'm going to be perceived. And I've gone like 6 months, 7 months without posting a thing. I think I could do it.
What about you? I think that'd be hard for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love my phone, so that might be like maybe if you wanted me to delete Snapchat because of your in a
Oh,
serious
Snapchat.
Yeah,
Snapchat.
Snapchat. That's
You
like
know,
female
that's
time.
Snapchat still goes hard. For real?
I don't know.
For the
Nah, for
whores.
people that
You
yeah, I was
use
about to
Snapchat
say,
a lot?
I do.
if you're in a relationship and you have
So-
Snapchat,
I'm just
You
gonna
cheated.
chalk it up and say her answer is no. Right? So your answer is no?
No, not right now.
You said not right now. So when?
So if I'm like if I'm married, yeah, then
So marriage?
yeah.
Okay. Don't you think it'd be easier for you to find a husband if you didn't have all those social media platforms?
Where do you want me to find them?
I mean, old-fashioned days, people would just go out
Yeah.
and go to dinner and
But no, like I'm
Go
not
to
on
the
any
mall.
dating websites. That's
Instagram
not
is
you're
a
saying
dating-
guys don't
Well,
come up to you in
Instagram is a
public?
dating app.
That's true. Fact.
That is
Ding, ding, ding,
true.
ding.
but, like,
Instagram is the biggest dating app out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like the attention on.
Yeah, but guys don't
Instagram.
come
That's
you're in
accountability.
public, guys don't come up to you?
Like, yeah, if I'm out, they'll come up to me. But
Like just a regular day in the streets, guys aren't
Oh,
coming up to
no.
you.
Here, let me ask you a question. You said you like the attention.
mhm.
So when you go out, you obviously like the attention. Okay, cool. I don't think guys go out to get attention. Like I don't ever remember me going out to be like, oh, I'm gonna get attention.
Nah.
You've never had like a fresh cut and
No,
like,
I mean,
But
like,
it
a
was
new black t-shirt out.
black
I was
t-shirt.
doing that
'Cause
so I
that's
could get laid. I wasn't doing it for attention.
yeah, I would.
Oh,
Because
but
like,
isn't that attention?
because let's be honest,
No, this
a
is
guy
just
can
let
look
me
his
think
a
of it.
guy can look his best, go out and not get the attention that you can looking mediocre going out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not the
that's true.
same for us, So I don't think men go out to get attention. But the fact that you say that says a lot about you.
Why?
That you like the attention. That's great. The
That's
attention.
honesty.
Yeah, and I appreciate the honesty, but I think this is a great opportunity to find out something about yourself. A lot of times when we're not me myself, but like I think women in general, when they're seeking attention like that, they're seeking validation.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah.
And a lot of times that comes from like deep rooted shit. You know what I mean? We're not gonna get into that, but
It depends. I've met women in two ways. Like sometimes you might post something and it's like flirtatious and harmless.
No,
You're like,
it's
oh
not
look, I look
I'm
cute today.
posting, nudes on my story. I just
You don't have
I'm
OnlyFans?
No, I don't. No.
She's thinking about it though. You can tell.
I,
Look at that smile. She's thinking about it.
hey, get your bag if you can, right?
Get your bag.
Let's get to some of these other chats, bro. There's a whole shit ton of them.
All right. Let's see. Alexander asked, question for the ladies. Do you think sex is your duty in a relationship as a woman?
Good
And
question.
should a man walk away if you aren't giving him the box at least once to twice a week? Dynamic Soul said 1 to 2 times a week.
Why? What the
I don't
fuck?
think it's a duty if you enjoy it, and it wouldn't be a duty if you enjoyed having sex with that person, which means that you really like that person.
If you're in a relationship, I think you should be having sex.
Yeah, regularly,
lot.
very
When
regularly.
did
You'd be
you-
surprised.
That's crazy.
That's
I guess that's why I've been celibate.
But-
People are in relationships and not having sex.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Marriages.
But the reason is the girl usually settles in relationships and marriages.
Oh.
Yo, shout out
oh-
to you guys for knowing that though. I'll tell you guys this, and we can all agree on this.
Mhm,
The most attractive thing for a guy,
mhm.
telling you from experience, is when his girlfriend sucks his dick without him having to ask. Just do it. Literally, just
Hey,
do
my
it.
mommy's not gonna like this part of the podcast.
Oh shit! I'm sorry,
Mommy,
mom.
I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is, and I mean, she probably wouldn't like agree with me on that.
Uh-huh.
It's something about that. It's because like for men, the physical touch aspect is like that's how you show
Yeah.
us you love us.
Right.
Like for you guys, it's like the small stuff, the emotional stuff, not forgetting a certain special day. You know what I mean? Guys don't really care about that. We just want to be taken care of
Yeah.
physically. That's it.
For guys, it's only respect, loyalty, and then
Yeah.
am I getting my dick sucked?
It's like for guys.
Copy that. Noted for my next relationship.
For
whatever it
guys,
is.
you guys showing us respect is that's our currency of love.
yeah.
So, any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's see. Your message says shout out to Anwar and Eric and Basil for being great community leaders. Always reading our chats.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, Basil doesn't read chats. Let's see. Your message also asks juicy question for the girls. What is a high value woman? And is low body count / virgin a part of that?
Let you guys answer that real quick.
What was it? Reread that.
What is
Okay,
a,
the first part is what is a high value woman?
Mm,
And does body count have anything to do with it?
mm. I don't know. I think a high value woman carries herself with whatever morals and whatever things she finds important. Body count, does it matter? I think again it matters to the person, because like a girl could have a high body count, but if that's not something that matters to her, I'm sorry, what did I do wrong?
You said body count doesn't matter?
Oh, body count doesn't matter to that person. Like if that girl likes to be promiscuous and that's not something that affects her emotionally, cool. For me, I had a promiscuous past and it caught up to me, and emotionally I was like, you know what, I can't do this anymore.
Thank you for being so honest. But understand what you're saying.
Mhm.
You're telling women that that's okay when you just said that it catches up to you.
It's different for different people.
It,
It's different for different people.
if a woman is out here sleeping around, there's not one girl that's gonna get to a certain point where she's not gonna be like, hey, you know what? That really fucked me up. Because the guys that she want, they're not gonna want her back.
I don't know.
I'm telling you from experience.
I just feel like the biggest part of this show has been you telling me how women are or how women will behave.
There's
And
a whole
I
bunch of men.
have not
There's a whole
told
bunch of
you
there's a whole
at
bunch of
any
men.
Eric, listen to me.
Okay,
I'm
go
the
ahead.
guest.
I'll let you speak.
At no point I've told you because men, you know what I'm saying? So I just
Ask the
feel like
chat.
you're estás un poco agresivo con
No,
telling
I'm
me,
not. No.
and I'm
telling.
supposed to be here giving
you-
my opinion.
Okay, you just said that it caught up to you.
Personal experience.
Okay, so therefore you know that if you could go back in time, you probably wouldn't do it. Correct?
No, if I went back in time, I would have stopped earlier.
Okay, so you wouldn't.
It
you wouldn't have done
happens,
it,
and like
right?
it's a part of life, and you learn from it.
So-
You know, if I was a nun the whole time, I probably wouldn't have learned the things that I've learned.
Okay, but at the result that you got, it's not worth it.
No, it's worth it.
It's
now.
like
I'm
me.
happy now.
It's
I
like
feel
me
great now.
robbing a bank or me robbing 5 banks and then getting arrested on the 5th one, and me being like, well, if I hadn't robbed them, I wouldn't have learned what I've learned. It's like it catches up to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know from experience. But I think that message, I have to be aggressive when it comes to that, because I personally know people that have gone through that and they've said the same thing. I've had girls literally that have said, oh no, I'm not getting fucked, I'm fucking the guy. And I'm like, no, bro, you got it backwards. A girl gives herself up in sex, not the guy. And then also, there's no girls that are out here being promiscuous, having 30, 40 guys, and then they're not going to reach. So emotionally, you're going to get fucked up.
I guess. But I again,
I
like,
think it's all mentality.
I
honestly.
respect your opinion. I respectfully also decline it. and
All
don't
right.
agree.
Well,
So-
I agree to disagree on that. That's cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
I just
That's
think, you know,
crazy. Nah,
because
that's crazy, bro.
there's
Think
gonna be
about
some
it.
women that are gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, oh well, you know, she said it's cool from experience. Like you clearly said it caught up to you. I just think, like, for instance, right, like when it comes to little girls, I think TikTok and all these social media platforms are telling girls that, yeah, go ahead and have your hot girl summer and stuff like that. That's not really smart.
Right. Well, may I?
Mhm.
It seems like you enjoy Andrew Tate, right? That's his name.
I don't really.
What's his name?
I barely watch Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
I-
and you
you
were
know-
on a
you-
roll a couple
you know
minutes
who-
ago. But regardless,
I used to work with a
you
podcast that had
also
him on
mentioned that on Andrew
frequently.
Tate, he's into the whole like he'll protect the women and the woman can stay, but then he can be promiscuous. So are you telling me
Mhm.
that for the women we have to be careful because if a little girl watches this, she's gonna be promiscuous? But are you also saying
I'm speaking
in
in
a
general.
sense, right? In general,
Yeah.
that it's gonna be okay for a man to be promiscuous and to go out
No,
there
no.
and to do his thing? That's all. I'm just
So I
curious.
told you earlier, I have a son.
Right.
I would not allow my son to demand the stuff from women that I want unless he was doing what I'm doing.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I do expect my son to follow in my footsteps, though. I do expect him to be successful. I do expect him not to have a 9 to 5. I do expect him to believe in honor and respect.
Yeah.
And if he has a girlfriend that he loves and he's protecting her
yeah.
and he wants to have other girls, as long as he's doing his duty, that's fine.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I would never tell my daughter, look, go ahead and be promiscuous because it may not catch up to you and you may not regret it. That's the dumbest advice I could ever give my daughter.
No, it feels a little.
Is it sexist?
one-sided.
Is it like a double standard?
little.
That's the one double standard that men
That's-
have.
It's just a one.
Uh,
But we
That
can
doesn't
move
like
on.
doesn't sound crazy though. Like
It's crazy.
Think about it though.
in
for a
bed,
second.
women are getting dominated.
Wow.
You're not doing the dominating. You're getting
Again,
dominated.
my mom's not gonna like this.
Okay, sorry, mom.
That's
Sorry,
wild
mommy.
that you actually have that
but we're speaking facts, right? We're
Because,
No,
like-
let's speak the facts. I just feel like, man, and then when you were making your point, you went all around it to
Mhm.
then make your little point that, like, if he wants to then have more women, he can. It's like, dog, it's 2023, dog. And
but
we're
see-
still with like, but it could be sexist in this
Yeah.
way. But then you're old fashioned. It's like, what are you, though?
Okay,
But-
but life is sexist.
But-
even if it's traditional values, life is still sexist. Would you agree or disagree?
I just feel like whatever
So
the
there's-
answer, I'm gonna be at some way proven
Okay,
wrong.
so do women don't get into the clubs
no. Hey,
for free?
Yeah, women get
You're-
into the
Okay, so
club all
don't
the
you think
time
that's
for free.
you don't think that's sexist?
Of course it is.
Okay, so
what,
what are you about to
I don't
disagree
see any
with?
men crying about that though.
No one said men were crying about
No, I'm just saying in general, like we don't complain about that type of stuff.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? I'm saying so life is sexist. You agree with that?
it has its moments.
Here's the thing. You said it's 2023 now, right?
Mhm.
Officially, because we're into the new year.
Yeah.
The lifestyle that women are living nowadays is causing a higher divorce rate. You have broken families. I mean, like, there's a whole bunch of statistics that I can say,
Right.
and it all comes from the fact that women are out here living the way they've never lived before. Let's be frank.
Mm,
And you may not agree with that, but it's true.
I don't.
Okay, well, I
You,
like I said,
is that the way you worded it was so bold?
Shut
you
up.
know, like
But
since
how-
women are
okay.
living this way, broken homes. Like,
okay, how
like
do you want me to
have
word
like
it?
men have not. I'm sorry for saying you because
Yeah.
we have to go back to the fact that
General.
we're not
Yeah,
attacking
yeah.
each other. It's
Yeah.
general. But damn, that's such a bold way to word
But
it.
it's true though. These are facts. You can Google them.
It's crazy. I think I heard an Andrew Tate video once where he was like, "Yeah, Google it, Google it." It feels like the same tactic,
Oh,
dog. The
I'm
way you
pissed.
word it.
You know what's funny is I barely watch Andrew Tate. I barely watch him. You know who I do watch a lot? Jordan Peterson. I don't know if you know who that is, but I watch him. He's actually a really educated guy, really smart. But yeah, I mean, I just think, I'm sorry you disagree on this, but
Same.
I would
I'm really sorry that you disagree with me as well. I just feel like you're putting it in a position of power of like I'm the right one, and I'm sorry you disagree with
no.
me.
I just
So
don't.
let's make it even and say I'm also sorry that you disagree with me.
I don't think women should have that promiscuous past
Okay,
and
noted.
and think. Well, I mean, to be fair, I think that's probably a large reason why you're single, if we're being honest.
Probably,
Yeah, because
but again, it's just it's not a big priority for me right now. the singleness thing
Mhm.
and the kid thing. It's not really a big priority for me.
Yeah, and that's cool. Like I said, I don't want you to feel like we're attacking
I
you.
know. It's peace and
Because I
love
feel
over
like
here.
you're kind of getting defensive a little bit.
I know. It's just sometimes you word things and I'm like, damn.
Well,
I gotta
remember,
I gotta take it back to the
before the
it's
show. I
general.
specifically said, "Hey, we're speaking in general here."
Yeah.
When I said I don't think women should have that promiscuous past, I'm talking about all women. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about just you.
Yeah.
You
No,
may-
I know you weren't talking about me, but I felt it because you said that little girls would watch it and they
Well,
would get from what I said.
Women watch this show too.
Right. But the way you said it about what I said about the promiscuous,
Yeah.
you were like, damn, but people are gonna watch this. And again, I just feel the way you say some things, people are gonna watch it.
Okay, so what is one thing I said that you wouldn't want others to take from?
One thing you said that bothered me was the last one. You were like, oh, the way women are living now, the broken homes and statistics. It
That's a
just felt like
fact. That's a
I mean,
fact.
but that's just
like
real.
it just
Like,
felt like, damn, so women are the ones doing this all by them damn selves.
Shout out to birth control.
Yeah, actually, shout out. Who said that? I don't know.
Wait, oh God, we're not
that
gonna get
you?
into that
yeah,
topic.
I don't even want to do
Oh.
that. Yeah.
No, but I mean, this is all accountability. Like, let's be honest, women
Women have changed, men haven't.
have changed, man. I mean, there's no virgins out here in Miami. Women have changed, and you can sit here and disagree with that, but facts are facts. And if you don't, after the show, I would sit here, and I'll show you the statistics. And I mean, people have been reading these for years.
Okay, I will definitely stick around. So
Okay, cool, sounds good.
Cool.
Any other chats, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, MMP says, yo, to the ladies, are you familiar with Brittany Renner? Tate just spoke to her recently on Just Pearly Things. Very good interview for women to follow up on.
Hey, Alwar, can we just skip the Tate shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
Let's skip the Tate.
Don't read any more Tate stuff, bro.
All right, let's scroll down. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay. Dynamic Soul asks, nanny girl. So Ashley, how does working for a high value family influence your own standards on having a family?
That's actually a really good question. In my household, my parents had me really young. Then my parents had me at 23. I'm the oldest of two younger siblings. But going back to you, my dad always worked. He always provided for a family, and my mom's job was be the housewife and take care of, the children. And that is a full-time job in itself. So whoever says that being a housewife is not a job is wrong.
So did you have a happy household?
I mean, nobody has a perfect household. Obviously every family goes through
but like
shit.
overall.
Yeah, no, I'm very grateful of, my life, and I'm very close to my family. So I'm very grateful and happy for that. So being a nanny, I definitely see the different ways that people parent. So it really helps me about how I want to parent and raise my kids, because obviously I don't want to overstep my boundaries because I'm not their mother. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard almost sometimes because I don't always agree with how they parent. So sometimes I just have to sit back, but I definitely take notes, and it definitely is going to help me in the future, honestly.
Would you say that you respect your mom the way she was in a relationship?
Oh yeah. I mean, my dad, I don't want to talk shit about my parents, but he definitely is controlling almost. So I kind of see like how you guys were talking about how like, oh, you're not allowed to go out to the club. Like my dad wouldn't let my mom go out to the club. So maybe that's why I'm like,
yeah, and we're not saying
I want to why would I want a man
so
in my life? But then again, he provides for us and gives us his life.
Was this before or after? Like you got in the relationship and then told her like no club, or
what
your dad? You said your dad doesn't let your mother go to the club. So this was before the relationship. He made this clear, or this?
No, this was like obviously at like now, like I'm talking about now, like present time. So like he's like, oh, like.
So he wasn't like this before, like at the beginning.
I'm trying to remember when they had me so young. So it's like my mom always said, like, I was over that lifestyle as soon as I had you. Like, you were my greatest gift. Like, she's very like big on like, I will do anything for my children.
And by the way, that's another reason why when women have kids, they change, because the mother instinct kicks in.
Yeah.
And when women have kids at a young age, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, majority of the women, they'll leave that lifestyle, at least for a few years, because you have some moms that pick it up after like the kids 4 or 5. You know what I mean? But at least for a while, the mom's like, you know what? I gotta be a mom. I gotta take care of this baby because the baby comes before me.
Yeah. I think that's
But hey, look, like
but
that's
some moms aren't like that.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like I said, there's always a minority out there. Your parents were together, right?
Mhm.
Your dad provided.
Mhm.
Your mom took care of home.
Mhm.
That's the way things used to be. Now you have women out here who are just being promiscuous, right? They want to have fun, and then they don't end up in a relationship, no kids, right? And they're miserable. And I'm not talking about you, but I'm speaking in general. I'm speaking in general.
Uh-huh.
And then what happens is, you know, it trickles down, because then, like, I hate to say it, but like women that sleep around like that, they're not happy. They're not happy, man. It's just it is what it is. You can't say here, you can't show me one woman that's had 100 guys and she's like, yeah, I'm truly happy with myself. I mean, and if you can't show me, she's probably a porn star, and porn stars are actually the most miserable, if we're being honest. Porn stars are actually the most miserable
because it's public.
They're the most miserable because nobody wants them. Nobody wants them. And you probably think they're the most happy, but I'm telling you, they're not.
No, it's probably what you said. What you said, public? Because it's public.
Yeah.
It's not just because it's public. It's because
no
they
one
lose.
wants them.
It's because they lose a lot doing that. If you're having sex with that many guys, you're losing a part of you. And this is what women think that they don't. When you're fucking that many guys, you're losing a part of you. I mean, like I didn't used to believe in soul ties, but energy doesn't lie.
Oh,
Right.
When you're fucking that many guys and you're promiscuous, being sexually freed and all that, that's just true. I'm telling you, like,
Soul tie. I read about that. But that only goes for women. Is a soul tie a man?
no, it's a both ways thing.
Okay.
But I don't think guys really care about that, to be honest.
Yeah, guys fuck physically, y'all fuck emotionally.
Yeah.
So you have to have some type of emotional
Mhm.
attachment to, you know, even have sex with a guy.
Yeah.
Unless you're just a slut, then you'll just fuck this guy, and then it'll eventually catch up with you, though.
All right, man, let's get to some of these chats, bro.
Yeah, we got some more.
Shout out to the chats.
Shout out to
Isaac Engineer. For the ladies, how much money would you or would your guy have to make for you to consider him serious? Is there money value?
Yeah. I think it has more to do with money, but also like lifestyle. Cause like a lot of people can make do with, like, let's say you want to make an arbitrary number, let's say 100,000.
Mhm.
But then you got the car on lease
Mm-hmm.
and you're shopping and you're eating out and that credit card's max. Then really, what does that matter? Versus, do you live within your means? Do you save money? That's different. I don't know. Feels like
Is there a bottom line?
A bottom line?
40K.
Yeah, that's too low.
Yeah,
Average-
100K ain't nothing nowadays, bro.
Yeah, I was
So
just gonna
like,
say the lifestyle, it like just to breathe and walk outside is
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
have to be making, but there's a lot of fake flexers that are in.
what's a good number for you?
Yeah.
I would say for me, like if I want a future with them, I would say about six figures.
6 what? Oh, I thought you about to say 60K. I'm
No.
like, don't lie.
No, I would say
600?
No,
She said six
like
figures.
would be.
So
But,
everybody,
like, 6 figures is
everybody
pretty
in the
broad,
chat
though.
is immediately don't DM her.
Wait,
Do you think a guy cares how much you make?
I think once you make more, they start to care because then they're like, oh fuck. And
Okay.
I've been in situations like that
you
where
been
I
with a
make
guy,
more money, or like I just don't mind dropping that type of money on food or this or that, and then they start to feel some type of way because I guess those instincts that we've been speaking about, they just feel like they can't provide.
Mm-hmm. Biology.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess.
So do you think guys care about how much you make?
I think that she had a very good point. Like once a woman starts making more money than men, they have.
Don't you think there's a problem if a woman is making more money than a guy, though? Typically, that
It's a
speaks.
problem for, I guess, the men. Like, step it up.
Yeah, exactly. That typically means that guy's not stepping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a big red flag, and I'm big on that. Like I said, I know we don't agree on everything, but I think if a guy's gonna be demanding of a woman, because I think women are precious, and if you're gonna be demanding of a woman's time and energy and exclusivity, then you need to be able to provide for her.
Mhm.
Period. So there's that on that. But any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
No, there's just commentary. No other questions.
Cool. Bro,
Eric,
who's Dr. Prophet, bro?
Eric, don't speak for the chat.
Don't speak for the chat.
We not broke like you and Basil.
Dr. Prophet is a hate watcher. He always watches.
Oh, okay. Dr. Prophet, shut the fuck up, bro. All right, so let's get some of these videos, bro, because we
Oh yeah, the reaction.
yeah, we have a few videos that we gotta react to. Damn, this has been a long show already. It feels like it's only been 30 minutes though. So let's go ahead and do this one, bro. Go ahead.
Ooh.
If you truly respect the guy you're with, like you wouldn't want to do anything that would make him look bad. And it makes a guy like as a woman, you want to make your man look good. Like that's your job. And so when you're dressing like a hoe, going out with your hoe friends to the club where they're all hooking up with guys and then you're saying, oh, they're all doing it, but not me. I promise I won't flirt with anyone, but I'm going to the one place where we're bound to get hit on. It's like you look bad as a girl and you make him look bad. I just think if you
All right, ladies, what do you think about that?
You guys had that one just for me, right? That was a big at me.
I actually got that one before the show. I didn't know we were going to talk about this, so it's just coincidental.
Yeah, that's funny.
What do you think about it, though?
Like I said, I would respect my man. Obviously, if you're providing for me,
Mhm.
I'm gonna respect you. So, yeah, if I'm in a long-term relationship,
Do you agree with what she says that it's your job to represent your man and make him look good? You agree?
I think it goes both ways. I think a man,
For sure.
is representing you. I think it goes.
I agree with
both
that.
ways. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think guys should obviously be on their game.
mhm.
You guys don't want to be with a guy who's broke
Yeah.
or is, I'm telling you, like, I hold guys to a high standard too.
Yeah.
There's no, like, I wouldn't tell a guy, oh yeah, just demand this and you're not on your shit. You know what I mean? I just think it just sounds wrong when I demand certain things of a girl, and it's like, why not? Like, I'm out here busting my ass off. I work hard for what I get. There's no guys out here paying for my shit.
Right.
So like everything I get, I've actually worked for. So if I want this now that I'm like at a certain level, but I'm willing to take care of you too. You know what I mean? So yeah, what do you think about that video though?
The overall message I agree with. There's something that feels wrong to me when women are like, when you're just like a hoe, like where there's like an energy to it, because sometimes when women talk like that, there's like some inner rooted insecurity,
Yeah.
like,
And if
maybe you weren't feeling that hot about yourself, girl, and then you
She's
gotta
married.
go super hard. Okay.
But like when I dress up, like I'm doing it for myself. Like I'm
Yeah.
not doing it for anyone else.
We just talked
Bro,
about
don't do this.
we just talked about you representing your man though.
Yeah.
If you're dressing like that, how are you representing him in a good way?
I mean, you don't want your
No,
wife
you're
or
embarrassing
girlfriend
to you.
or...
That'd be embarrassing.
So my thing is,
If you went out in booty shorts and someone took me, oh, Joey, look where your girl's in. I'd be
I wouldn't
like,
be going out in
God
booty
damn.
shorts. But back on my statement before, like if he asked me like, hey babe, like I really don't appreciate you wearing that tonight, could you please change? I would say yeah. Sure. But if he came out to me like, you want to dress like a hoe, you want to go out and look like that, and like I just think it's also their demeanor. Like if you're looking to start a fight, then I'm gonna go right back at you. Like I don't.
I've realized something. It's not what people say; it's how they say it to you guys.
Exactly.
So even though the guy's saying the same thing, it's just the way he's saying it that bothers you. Maybe I should have worded my stuff differently to you because clearly it bothered you
That's
earlier.
what heated me up. It's the
Right?
way you
It's
did
the
it.
way I
You're
said
gonna
it,
get
but
defensive,
I was like,
and I'm gonna
"Sorry, what?"
reflect on if you're talking to me and talking down on me,
Mhm.
then I'm not. But if you came up to me and said, "Hey, like I would really appreciate it," I would say, "Of course."
yeah, but I also think that there's some things that are just common sense, right? And common sense I've learned isn't so common anymore, thanks to TikTok and Instagram and society. But I'll say this: the biggest problem with women dressing like that is embarrassment. Guys don't want to feel embarrassed. Like I know the type of guy I am. If I'm dating someone, I don't want to feel embarrassed. As a matter of fact, the biggest problem I would have with someone with like a promiscuous past like yours is if I date you and we go out to the taco spot or whatever, now I gotta worry that somebody in that place fucked you, and that's embarrassing to me.
Yeah.
That may not be embarrassing to you,
guess.
but to me it's
guess.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
You know what I
then
mean?
there's some things you got to work on inside. And
no.
I don't want to do the. I don't want to remember.
No,
we got to a good place. We got to a good place.
You're
Because you're like, oh, I
you're
would
taking-
feel.
You're taking personal
about
shots. You're taking personal shots at me.
Yes,
Like-
but you were just saying if we went to my promiscuous past,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
we went-
I'm
was that not a shot at
all
me?
the girls. I'm talking about all the
You
girls.
made it sound
No, but you
personal.
too. If
But
I was
just
dating
feel
you,
like if a guy feels that type of way so bad, there's something.
I don't want to eat tacos with you. Like, let's say we're eating tacos right
Right.
now, and my man right there fucked you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
That's not insecurity. That's like
That's
Okay, let me-
you call that insecurity?
It's just how you react to it. Does it rile you up that much?
I don't want though. If I'm willing to take a bullet for you and
Mhm.
die for you,
Mm-hmm.
that dude had you. Why can't he do that for you?
Yeah, then
You know what I
that's
mean?
why. Then
Like
that's-
this is why virgins are so coveted because of stuff like that. Like guys, bro, there's guys right now that are willing to pay millions to be with a virgin. This is a fact.
yeah.
But in general, yeah, that's my biggest issue is being with a girl that has a promiscuous past like that. I'm gonna go out, eat tacos with you, and probably too, especially here in Miami. Everybody's always out.
So Eric, I mean, are you in a relationship right now?
No.
Okay. So for your next relationship, what do you think is the best approach? Or like what would you
Honesty.
suggest? Right. So to make sure that you could take a bullet for that person,
Honesty.
you probably have to go through like those conversations of like, do you have a promiscuous past?
Oh, absolutely.
XYZ?
Yeah, so that
Here's
was
the thing though,
What
women
are your-
lie.
Oh, men. I mean,
Women lie. It's easier for me to tell you I've slept with 30 girls than it is easier for you to say I've slept with 30 guys. There's a reason for that. Because you know you're automatically going to be judged. I don't care. I've slept with 30 girls. I've slept with over 30 girls. I don't care.
yeah.
It doesn't affect me badly. If you tell the world I've slept with over 30 guys, immediately people are going to be like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know that's a
And
sad.
even when you tell the truth, they won't believe you. Even if you said I did 30, they'd be like, what's that J. Cole song? You gotta multiply by
Yeah.
3. So it's like I feel like we're just never in a position to be treated fairly. Never in a position
I
to be
mean,
like, all right, you know.
Why do you have to say 30 though? Why would it even be that high?
He said 30.
I said 30,
Oh,
but
okay.
I
I'm about to
if
say.
I
Basil
if,
trying to be
if,
funny.
if,
I was just trying to be funny.
if I was a betting man, which I am, I'd say based off like what you've said today in the pod,
Yeah.
I'd say you're probably up there, if not over,
Okay.
to be honest.
I
Don't
just
make
feel like
assumptions.
wherever I go,
Because like I'm just going off your age,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and just based off like the fact that it seems like, you know,
Bro, you sound like Andrew Tate.
You-
yeah, and
Oh,
I thought,
God,
and like we weren't
God.
taking shots, and we weren't gonna like
No,
go
no,
all
no,
in,
but it is
and
realistic,
here we
though.
are.
I'm just
Nah,
going.
Here we are.
I'm going
He's
based.
keeping it a buck. Like with
no,
your
I'm
age,
just
you're
being
gonna
honest.
gradually have more and more
It's
bodies.
crazy
right?
because like we started the podcast with like congrats on your celibacy, and now we're like,
Yeah, yeah,
man,
no,
if I had to guess your body
no.
count, it's really up
No, no,
there.
no.
It's like
I'm still
nah.
happy. I know. I'm still happy for your celibacy. I'm still happy for that. Like, congrats on that. I think that's actually a great thing. But when it comes down to it, like I said, the biggest problem I have, and I'm speaking for myself,
Yeah,
but I think most guys would agree, is when you date a girl that has had all these men,
yeah.
you have to worry about the fact that
You can't measure up.
it's
that you're
not that.
Ah,
not that.
I wanted to get a
Bro.
reaction because you were going on this trajectory, and I was like, I gotta stop that. Train.
Okay, I don't. That's not the problem that I have. I promise you.
Yeah,
I promise you, that's not the problem I have.
it's not
It's just the fact that I don't want to be with a girl that's had all those partners.
right.
It's not.
But
it's-
why do you care? Like you
you already
care
valued
so much
yourself.
about like their
Yeah.
past. Like,
why do
to
you
me,
care
like,
enough to sleep with that many men?
so
You're so
what?
invested.
Like
in
should
that.
why should I value you more than you value yourself?
Damn. Again, you're stuck.
No,
in,
I'm
like-
just asking. Why
I
should
feel
a
like
man?
you're the type of person that
Oh, God.
would forgive someone and just hold it over their head forever.
Hey.
dog. At least what I'm getting from
Maybe,
this conversation.
But here's what I'm saying. Why should I want my girl to have less partners than she would have want for herself? Like there's a problem. There's a problem with the fact that we're sitting here saying that like a guy shouldn't care or he can't measure up or he's worried about the no.
So
Wait, were you joking when you said that? By the way.
yes.
Okay.
so I have
Yes.
I have a scenario. So say you've met this girl, you love her, blah blah blah, and she came. You don't know anything about her, and she came up to you. Was like, I'm gonna be honest.
Mhm.
I used to be a hoe.
Mhm.
I have 50 bodies, blah blah blah.
50. God.
What would you say though?
Automatically no.
Fun zone.
Automatically
Nah,
no.
yeah,
I'll
And
fuck her.
oh, hold
I'll
up.
fuck her.
And
And like honestly, good for her.
hold on. And it's happened before.
I
And
can
you-
imagine.
It's happened before, and she was used, and she, she's gone.
Okay.
But like, and
R.I.P.
no, like
okay.
she's out there still being sexually free.
Yeah.
But
But she just wasn't the one for you.
devaluing herself. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
crazy. But again,
you
like,
just
you're,
said the
you're
key words.
talking about her.
You
and,
said
like,
good for her. Those were your words. Good for her.
that she's not the one for you.
She's not the one for anyone.
And
And here's the thing,
That's so mean.
here's the thing.
That's so
Women like
mean.
that end up settling with guys they don't want to be with.
she's not going to
That's
be
a fact.
happy.
That's a fact.
Damn.
Because y'all just
I
said
guess.
6-figure guys, right? That's the type of guys that you would like, right?
I
Well,
said I
like-
made up an arbitrary number.
Okay, can we say 70K? Are you gonna date below
Way
that?
too low.
Okay, so
Bro,
let's go 80K,
100K
80
nothing.
and above. All right, 80K and above, right?
Mhm.
So if you have 50 bodies, no guy with 80K and above is gonna fuck with you, right? So
Thing is,
now you have to settle. Now you're not gonna be
80K also
happy.
doesn't make it. Doesn't do it for me.
You get my point.
Okay. Yeah.
80K
And so
plus, 80K
I agree,
plus.
bro. I think
I agree.
100K is nothing nowadays.
It's
So
not.
that, it doesn't matter. But the
Yeah.
point is, a guy that's a multimillionaire, he's not gonna want to be with a girl that's had multiple bodies. That guy, he has so many options. Why would he be with a girl who has had 30 bodies? He
No.
has so many
You
options.
can't say multi-millionaires because then they have an escape route, bro. They'd be like, "Oh, well, I don't want a million.
Right.
I want
Okay.
an
Just
average
in
guy,
general,
regular
I,
guy."
No,
Hey, bro,
but you
if-
don't know that.
even
fuck
even
them.
even bro, even the average guys don't want girls like that. Imagine these guys that are making really good money. They definitely don't want girls like that. Just like but okay,
Move
so okay, in the same sentence, women don't want broke men. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just different a little bit because our sex thing is your money thing. You're not gonna date a guy that makes 30K. You're not. And I'm not gonna date a girl that has 30 bodies.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I just feel like one is about not dating for
What-
whatever your
but what if I
standard
used
is
your
of
logic?
budget.
What if I used your
Let me-
logic?
Let me finish this one, Eric. Maybe I could say something good here. One is about, I'm not going to date someone because they don't make this amount of money or this type of lifestyle. And one is they had this past and I can't get over this past and this past is bothering me. It's like life is ahead of you, dog. Like life is aquí and you're over here. And she had her past or whatever the case is. And you're really hung up on the past.
Mhm.
How are we going to get to beyond?
Mhm.
That's the only thing I must say.
Okay,
Hold on, hold on.
go ahead, bro.
Women are judged by their past. Men are judged by their futures. That's it.
I don't know, man. I feel like I took my past and I turned that ship around.
Bro.
Turned that
Come
ship
on.
around. I really did. I
Yeah.
really did. I
But
really
So
what,
what if-
what would the guy think when you say over 10 bodies? Like, it's
Um,
cool that you have this idea in your head, like, this is who I am. Like, I value myself
Yeah.
and I
It's,
think
you
I'm
know why
getting
it's
better
the
in life.
coolest?
But for the guy, it's not like that.
You know why it's the coolest, Basil? Because I only right now worry about myself.
That's
and I
cool, but
feel
eventually you
good.
won't. Eventually you're gonna run a relationship. And what if I sat here and said, hey, look, you won't date a guy that makes 30K, but there's a guy that makes 30K right now, and he really likes you. He's a really good guy. Why don't you just give him a chance?
I guess.
Why,
I mean,
why,
at this
why,
point,
why don't you just give him a chance?
At this
Love
point-
doesn't pay the bills.
at this point, I could make enough to support it.
That's fine, but like
Crazy. I
realistically
mean, I wonder if he'd
speaking,
be okay with that.
realistically speaking, you're not gonna respect that guy.
Maybe not.
And you wouldn't be happy in long term.
So I guess what you're saying is I'm not gonna be happy regardless. My life is over. I
I-
got too many bodies. I make too much money. It's too much.
No,
You know what I mean? I
okay,
want to take
You're
this to
gonna-
a positive place.
that's
And
fine.
I feel
And,
like it's just not there.
all right, let's move on, bro.
You want to watch the next video?
Yeah, next video.
let's
I
get-
forgot we were watching a video.
Yeah, let's watch the next one, bro.
My mind's still fucked up from the holidays, bro. Can't even articulate myself.
Who are you? No disrespect, because I think we're all an older panel here. That's fine to say.
I'm 40 years
You
old.
hit the wall. You're like me.
I was
Okay,
married
sister.
for 10 years.
I love that
Great.
girl in the
So
middle.
you got to lower your standards, and you will
I'm not
change
going
your
to
life.
lower my standards at all, ever.
But you're living in a pipe dream if you think that you're going to attract a man when you're making multiple six figures. That's going to like be, and I'm sorry, you don't look that sexual to me. I'm just being honest. You don't look like you're giving blowjobs every day. And are you going to be
I
able
don't want to look like that, by the way.
Okay, great, cool. And let's see what kind of man you get. Do you think that you're going to be able to give up your business if a man comes To you, you're going to walk and drop everything, the covers, because it's clear that your significance is what's driving your life. And you know Tony Robbins' work.
Okay, that's
Will you?
that's
Will
your
you?
opinion.
Would you?
I'm not gonna drop anything
That's
for
right.
any man.
That's right. My point exactly. You're delusional to think you're going to get a high value man who's going to pay your bills, who you won't suck his dick, and you're not going to drop your 6-figure business for him.
First,
How
but I
old
was
are
the-
you?
I
No disrespect.
fucking love her.
Wait, which
Love
one?
her.
Which one you love? The red?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so ladies, what do you think? And we should start off with you. What do you think about that video?
Man, it sounded like from the little clip I watched
Mhm.
that the lovely lady that's in black and white has a business.
Mhm.
And then the one in red is telling her, "You're never gonna find a man to pay your bills." But it feels like she's paying her bills.
Yeah, but she's
feels like
single.
that's not a concern.
But
That's
she's
not-
single
I
and
think
she's.
that's what she was saying.
It's
She's saying
yeah, play it
she
again.
wouldn't be happy.
Play it again.
Why do we have to play it again? We just watched it.
It was her saying you make multiple 6 figures. She was telling the girl she makes that.
No, she said you're gonna give up your business. That's what
Yeah,
she
she
said.
won't give up. her
She said she
business.
won't.
That's a.
She
like,
said she won't.
Oh,
Like
so
if
it feels like what the woman in red is saying doesn't really matter to the one in white and black because she's making money.
Yeah, but the money doesn't matter. You're not gonna be able to have a relationship.
do you think
One-
money actually makes women? Because we on Friday, the last show we did, we had a woman who was in here. How old was she?
31.
31. She's making really good money. She's a scientist, smart as hell, and single. Do you think she's happy?
My opinion is there are some women that their business and they strive to be the man. Like this whole like, oh, equal rights and woman empowerment has become so big now. And there's honestly some women out there that that's their goal. They focus on business. They don't want kids. Like business and their job is their life. So I think that
But that eventually ends,
hey, agreed.
and when it ends, they're old,
want to die
single,
alone.
and they have
You
cats
know,
and
that's
dogs
not what I would
because they
do.
couldn't have any kids.
Yeah.
But
So,
I don't think
and-
that other women should put
What's
other
the
women
divorce
down.
rate these days?
Shit, I think the divorce rate is almost like 60% now.
Nah,
And
nah.
how-
It's like
is there an-
78
It's
and-
definitely more than
It's
half.
78 and 80% of it started from
78
women.
to 80% are divorcing. And how is there any studies on like
The
how many
ch-
people are happy in
The chat can
relationships?
actually answer that for us.
Oh yeah, someone.
Someone said earlier it was 50%,
No, it's over 50.
Definitely
For a
good,
fact, it's way over 50.
but 80% are
Initiated by
Yeah,
women.
I just feel
Well,
maybe
if you want to
maybe
be
we've
accurate,
been-
78.
Let me ask you this. You just asked, are they happy?
Yeah,
right?
because
Do
there's
you
so much
think-
emphasis during this
Okay.
time that we've spent together about being in a relationship, but are they happy?
Okay, back in the
I
day,
don't know. I'm wondering.
back in the day, people had it worse than we do now. We're actually very blessed if you think about it. Like all the technology we have, all the resources. Back in the day, like during slavery and all that, people stayed married, and that was like probably the hardest time ever. And people stayed married. They could have got divorced. They stayed married. They stuck through it, and they were happier. Their families were happier. Nowadays, society tells you, "Hey, get the divorce. It's really easy." You're unhappy. Women are unhappy. Women
are
initially,
incentivized.
yes,
by
they
divorce.
are, because they get alimony, they get a whole bunch of benefits from the courts, but they end up very unhappy. And I hate to say it, but as a man, I don't want to be with a woman that's been married and has kids.
Yeah.
That's a turnoff. You think I want to deal with your baby daddy now? You think I want to deal with your ex-husband? You think I want to deal with your kids? No offense to the kids, you know what I mean? But it's like men aren't as nurturing as women are. A woman can go into a relationship and take care of another man's kids more likely than a man is to take care of her kids. I hate to say it.
Yeah. I can't relate. Can't comment on that.
Okay. Go ahead and read some of these chats, bro.
Isaac said 55% of marriages are divorced.
There we go. So it's still kind of in the 50-50.
80% of those divorced are initiated by women. 90% of alimony is paid from men to women.
Shout out to those facts. She doesn't like those facts.
No, I just again even makes me even more cautious to ever try to get married ever.
Getting married
Man.
benefits you.
How?
You just read the statistics. All those are in favor of women.
Because the benefit is to marry and divorce.
No, I'm saying like if a man and a woman gets married, the woman gets all the rewards at the end.
I guess.
Like she gets all
Isn't
the
there something called a prenup? As I guess.
yeah, but like let's be honest, women aren't really trying to sign no prenups. Go ahead, read some of the other ones, bro.
We got a ton of chats. I gotta scroll back up. Let's see.
These videos almost look like they're purposely for you guys, and I picked them way before the show started.
Oh, yeah,
There's something about
You guys just
Divine.
knew.
Go ahead, bro. Read something.
Question for the ladies: what makes a woman a loser? Is not managing to get married by 30 years old one of them?
Oh man, that's crazy. Then. I don't
Um,
know. I just feel like if you don't have your own interests or hobbies, and to me, that makes you a loser.
no, I agree with that. But by society standards, yeah, I mean, especially in our culture, in the Hispanic culture, you know, women typically get married really, really early. Go ahead to the next one, bro.
I mean, not really any questions.
All right, yeah. If y'all haven't yet, please like the video. Go to the description. Join the Unfiltered Army community.
Yeah, guys,
I
make
do
sure you join the Discord.
apologize for not talking as much today. We're back this first day in night show. I'm trying to
Basel sick.
Yeah.
trying to
He-
understand the
he's
shit that
loading,
you're
man.
saying, bro.
He's loading. He's in the corner loading. He's over here having like seizures and shit. I don't know what's going on with him
Like,
today.
Shit, man.
We also got one more video if you want to watch it.
Yeah, we can watch the last video and get ready to close it out. Shout out to the ladies too, man. Oh God.
It's just the way she's holding her hand.
Play it, man.
Bruh. Save it.
I'm tired. I no longer want to be an independent woman. Forget that INDE. I'm good. I want to be a housewife. Listen, the next man that has good credit, a stable home, finances is straight, baby, I'm marrying. Yes, sir, I am. I'm not an alpha female no more. I've learned my lesson. Baby, I will be submissive to you. Baby, I will cook for you. I will clean for you. Yes, daddy, whatever you need. You want sex when you want it? Yes, sir, you got it. Baby, you want a meal at 3 o'clock in the morning? Yes, sir, you got it. Take care of me, because this working 2 jobs, although I love being a registered nurse, I love my profession. Let me just work as needed. Let me work when I want to work. I'm over it.
All right, ladies, what do you think about that video?
Good for her. It's her choice.
I mean, my thing is I've seen a lot of women, you can't put all your eggs in one basket, because as fast as money comes, it goes. I've seen women that get divorced at 50 and they're moving back in with their parents.
I agree with
because
that
their husband
to an extent.
took all the money and said, get the fuck out of my house. And then where do you go? And I know that there's men so controlling that, like, oh, I paid for the car, I paid for the house. Good luck, Charlie. So I think that a woman, even though I agree with the whole housewife thing and the whole support thing, but I think a woman should always have her own money, because you never know what's going to happen.
She didn't say she wasn't going to work.
Oh.
She said she just wanted to work when she wants to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with her then, but I'm just saying that I don't.
And here's another thing too. And I don't want to make this too long because I want to get her opinion on it.
Oh, yes.
But men are very simple creatures. If my wife is at home, taking care of our kids, and she's like cooking for me when I get home from work, you know, having sex whenever I want, getting head without having to ask for it, that's all I care about.
Right.
That's all I want. I'm not gonna divorce the girl, and I'm not the mother of my kids. You think I'm just gonna be, oh, good luck, Charlie? No, I'm not. Men typically don't do that. There's a reason why women initiate divorce. Women get bored, right? So, but yeah, I'll get your opinion on that video. Go ahead.
I mean, I feel like she probably is overworked and she's had enough.
So you think that's the only reason?
Yeah, she just said she's got 2 jobs. She doesn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, but it's not just about the job. If that's all you took from that video, then oh God.
What I missed.
It's so much more than that. It's so much more than the job. She's saying in general, she just wants to be taken care of, right? Like she's not saying she's gonna quit her job. She's just saying like, look, man, I'll be submissive. Like, take care of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like there comes to a certain point where like society's like, yeah, you guys, women can make as much as men. You guys can work as much as men. Women don't want to do that. I don't think women don't really want to do that. I think some women tell themselves and convince themselves they do, but they don't really want to do that. What is the point of going to work, working 12 hours a day? Well, like, so you can make more money, so you can sit here and say, well, I can pay my own bills. Like, what's the point of that?
She wants to be an independent woman.
Okay, so what? But independent women don't end up happy. I don't want my woman to be independent. I want her to be dependent on me.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I also, besides my year of celibacy, I've also been stopped smoking weed, but I just feel so high right now because I have never.
She must have taken one of these.
No, I've
Shout
never.
out to our sponsor.
I've never sat for how long have we been here, Anwar? An hour
Been here
and a
for
half?
30 minutes.
It feels like it, but and been told so hard by men as to like what women and how it makes them happy. That one case in particular, good for her, dog. She wants to be taken care of. Good for her.
You know, there's one thing I'll say about you is I'm so grateful for your honesty.
Yeah.
Like you've come here ever since you've come to the pod. You've been honest. You've been transparent, and that takes a certain level of like, you know, courage. But I don't know, man. You're very delusional. Like you sit here and you talk about.
You just spoke to me like the woman in red spoke to the
Oh
other
God,
person.
I don't know how else I could have said it nicely. The fact that
Crazy.
you're sitting here defending being promiscuous and all that.
Whoa, I did not say that.
Well, you said that women.
I started the conversation today saying I celebrated. I said that
No, that's
I
cool,
had
but you
that.
said
I
you've had
said
the
that
past.
I learned from it,
Right.
and I've come back from it, and I feel great, and I've changed my life and things. And now you're out here saying that I'm promoting.
No.
It's
When
for everyone to make.
when we watched the
choice.
video and we talked about the example, you said good for her.
Good for her in which video?
When we were talking about when women are promiscuous, you were like, "Oh, good for that one." It was just an example.
Oh, when it was the first video where
Mhm.
she was like, "Oh, you're gonna dress like a hoe or whatever."
No, just in general, just about being promiscuous. You were like, "Oh, good for her." You know, it may work for you, and there's that small percentage of women that it does work for. That's fine, but you might be that small percentage. But for overall women, it's not a good look. Men like me, and I'm not speaking for nobody else. Men like me, I don't want to be with a woman that's had that many bodies. Like a woman can come in and be like, "Yeah, but that was a past," and I'm still gonna be like, "I'm good."
Your
You know what I
past
mean?
doesn't leave you.
I'm good. And it's nothing against you because you've been super cool so far. I'm just saying in general, I don't think men want women that are doing that.
Yeah.
So, any other last chats, bro, before we close off?
I mean, we got some random questions if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Isaac Engineer. Why does society fat shame men, or fat shame fat men, and tell fat women like Lizzo to love her curves?
Damn, that's crazy.
You know what? I don't have a problem with that. Only obviously it's a double standard, and yes, women should hold themselves accountable. But as a man, why are you fat? Why are you?
Yeah, I don't think.
Why
And
can't you get up
this
and
is a
realize
very
you're fat?
this is when we get called out. But like, yeah, I don't think men should be fat.
Yeah, like what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, like I am gonna fat shame you, you lazy fuck. Like you know you're getting fat. Stop eating.
Yeah.
Why are you eating? Stop.
Yeah, I don't think. I think men should, to a certain extent, they should hold themselves accountable for like, because like guys don't want big women. And I know, I mean, I know there's some women out there that are like, oh, we like big guys, but like overall, I think majority of women don't like big guys.
You know what trend I don't understand? What is it, the dad bod?
Like the big boy.
No.
The big
They're like, oh yeah, that
Yeah,
song, The Big Boy.
Mhm.
It's like, is that just because that's what's the majority of us out there? I thought
No,
we
they
liked
say
guys that
that-
were in shame.
Yeah,
No, they say that because they don't want the man to leave them.
I don't know what it is about
So
the
they
dad
can
bod.
secure a good guy. If you have a guy that has abs or is in decent shape, he's gonna get this girl, fuck that girl, that girl. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
Let's read some of these
misery
other chats, bro.
attracts misery.
MMP
Yeah.
says, question to the ladies: if you got a son, what advice would you give to him to date women?
Good question.
Would you mind if your son dates someone with a high body count?
Good
Would I
fucking
mind?
question.
I
Let's
wouldn't teach him.
Oh, no, I mean,
No, he's asking all of us.
okay.
Let me ask you this: would you let your son, or not let him, because he's gonna do whatever he
Right.
wants?
Yeah.
Would you be okay if he dated a girl that had 50 bodies?
I don't know, man. In the sense of like, there's so much that goes into it. If she has 50 bodies, who's to say my son doesn't have 1,000?
It doesn't matter what
You
your
know?
son has, though,
Yeah.
Again, which the only focus is on the women. That's crazy.
because
the only double
I-
standard.
I don't really care
Because
that
of
much
body-
about body count. Like you,
A
I
guy's
didn't
body
realize how
count
much
doesn't
men
matter.
care.
you don't care right now, but when you're 30, you will.
No, hold up.
Wait, you don't? Are you
Girl-
saying you don't care
girls-
about your body count, or you don't care about a guy's body count?
Like I don't care about a guy's body count.
Yeah,
okay,
of course
bro,
you
I
okay,
don't care about her
exactly.
body
Yeah.
count. I mean, if my son brought in,
You're not a
girl-
guy, though.
I know. Yes. So it's gonna be different. Like my
You're a
father's
girl
opinion
saying-
on
you're-
that
you're a
is
girl-
obviously gonna be different than
Yeah, you're a girl saying you
Along
don't
with
care
it.
about another girl's body count. Duh. Why would you?
Exactly.
But
So
if you
back
were,
to the question was, what advice would you give your son, or what you would?
yeah.
tell your
So
son?
like, if your son was dating a girl that had 50 bodies, what advice would you give him?
I guess I would just say, like, now that you're with her, treat her how you want to be treated. That's really the most important thing.
Her past doesn't
Most
give you like a warning, like that she clearly is emotionally damaged and she might just fuck around and hurt your son's feelings, cheat on him.
He's 50 bodies, and I'm guessing he's probably in his 20s when this is coming up.
All right, all these hypothetical. Okay, then I would just say use protection.
I mean, if he's in his 30s, like,
That's the only advice I would give him. Use protection, because sometimes mommy did it and I barely made it. So
Yeah.
make sure you use protection.
Yeah, those risks aren't good risks to take
Yeah.
when it comes to body stuff.
That's probably the advice. Just make sure you use protection. That's all.
Yeah, as a father, I would say go ahead and fuck her and just leave her.
Right.
'Cause-
So you don't mind as a man adding to the woman's
Why?
damage.
I mean,
but then fucking toss her to the side.
I mean, hey,
no, but
she-
come on.
that's what
take
she
a
likes.
step back.
Hold
take a
on.
step
It's
back.
mutual.
that
Take a step back.
I'm
Wasn't that
respecting her
really-
wishes.
Wasn't that
If
really
that's the way
rude?
she's living life, then go ahead, live your life. I'm just gonna use you too.
Crazy,
Now, hold on.
dog.
Now, do you think I would say that if he was dating a virgin? Do you think I would say, hey, yeah, go ahead, fuck her and leave her? I wouldn't,
Right,
because
but again, you
that
keep-
woman respected herself
keep-
enough
you
to.
keep growing onto this mentality that you don't, or this way of life that you don't agree with. If you don't agree with the women having these high body counts, you don't agree with this, then you're going and giving advice to your son, just fuck her and leave her. Is that
Yeah,
really
just
the
fuck her and
best
leave her.
advice?
Well, what's the problem? That's what she wants anyways.
she's already damaged goods.
She's-
So like,
That's literally what
let's
she
be
wants.
Realistic.
That's literally what she wants. But I wouldn't tell my son to do that with a virgin.
No matter how heated it got here, I'm happy that we've had open discussion.
Yeah, I mean,
It's-
open discussions are always fun.
It's cool to see how many different opinions there are.
Yeah, for sure. Any other last chats, bro?
Oh
before we
yeah,
go?
last chance.
Oh, how about Ashley? What would you tell your son?
Oh yeah.
I mean, as long as she's respectful and not cheating on him. If she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck over your son," I'm gonna be like. But if she's, loyal to my son and respects my
How do you
son,
know she's loyal to your
respect-
son?
You hear that? Like 50 bodies.
respect me.
Even if it was like one a year, like 50 bodies. See, like, come on.
You're not gonna let your son.
Like,
date a girl
come
like that.
on.
You're not.
You know damn well you wouldn't let her.
So if my daughter had 50 bodies, and
If your daughter had 50 bodies, she needs to go. She needs to go. I would never let a daughter of mine have 50 bodies. I swear to God, I wouldn't. All right, bro. Any last chats? We can get ready to close it off.
We
No
just
more
got a lot
body
of
count.
commentary.
body count questions.
No, not really.
Someone said I love the pod. Proud of you guys. Thank you guys. 4 weeks in, man. We love you guys.
Congratulations. Take a step back and acknowledge that it's a new year. You're
Mhm.
4 weeks in.
Mhm.
There's so much ahead of you.
Yeah, for sure. We're super grateful to everybody that's
Yeah,
tuned
you got
in.
Such a professional setup, such a cool crew. Good
Some
for you, man.
really
Thank you
amazing
so
guests.
much for
Yeah.
having us. I had a
Yeah,
great
some really
time.
amazing guests. And holy shit, I almost forgot, bro. We got to do that thing before we
yeah,
get
yeah.
going.
What's the thing?
Hey, we pick up someone random. Let
You
the
know
girls
what?
pick.
Hold
Let the
on.
girls pick.
I'll let the girls pick.
You're closer to this.
Yeah, Ashley. I'll let Ashley
Just
pick.
pick any random name. Just you see.
No, not
lights
any
from it.
random name, because there's some really loyal subs that we have. I feel like we should do like a hat, like a
With the
Name out of
top.
like a weird little name thing where you like pick a name out or some shit. But then there's way too many
So
fucking
many.
names.
There's so many.
But yeah, no, you're right. You know what? I appreciate you saying that. 4 weeks in, almost 1,000 subscribers. We're sponsored. We have had amazing guests on here. Some very successful men as well that have come here, and
Successful women too.
successful women too. Really amazing women, like really great women. We don't always agree on stuff, but we're so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead and read some of these other chats, bro.
Not with the over delusional.
Diago said, "Great show. This is the first pod I've caught. See y'all on the next show."
Shout out to you, bro.
MMP said, "Do a raffle." I think that's the best way to do it. It's hard to pick now. We got to have all the names.
Bro, it is, but I want to do
what's
it.
the point?
I-
What do you do when you pick someone?
Okay, so here's the thing. I have had a really bad just a bad habit of saying the N-word.
Oh, that's right, the N word.
And so I told them that I would keep myself accountable every time I said it. So I would donate $20. And to be honest, I don't even know. I think I'm just gonna do $100 because I don't know how much it's been. It's probably around there. So I'll do $100 and I'm gonna sell it like literally live to somebody. We just need to pick somebody. So we could do a raffle, I guess. I don't know. Can someone write down the names or
We'll keep the chat up. We'll do it later.
okay. Read some of these chats, bro.
P Ness, you got me again, bro.
Oh God.
So keep up the good work, guys.
Shout out to you, man.
Man, Astro Chimp, it's been great shows so far. There's just a lot of good comments.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of.
I mean, it's fair to say that I think the chat really likes you ladies so far.
Oh, nice.
You know, we don't always agree on everything, but our chat is pretty fucking phenomenal. Like they don't sit here and disrespect you ladies or even us. We appreciate that. Yeah, bro. I don't know if you guys have any questions for the ladies, I'll let you ask them now. Go ahead, chat. If you guys have any questions at all you want to ask them personally, I'll go ahead. And if you have any questions for us as well, I think we watched all 3 videos. We've gone shit for like almost
an hour and 45.
Yeah, so we're going on 2 hours. We're gonna let the ladies get ready to go home. I know they probably got some stuff to do. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Go ahead and ask any last minute questions. I'm just gonna randomly pick someone while you guys do that. By the way,
Miyazaki says, Eric, can you please say happy birthday to my friend Nick Gers?
Yo, happy birthday!
Oh my God.
To
he got me. He got me.
Hold on. What?
Is that a prank?
Yeah, it's a prank.
Happy birthday!
Don't say it.
Don't say it, bro.
Don't say it. He got me.
Oh,
congratulations.
Watch his. This video's not getting monetized.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's read these comments before we read them out loud. Maybe.
Yeah.
Any other ones, bro?
Bro, no, there isn't.
All right, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Hit the like button. We're gonna tag the ladies on our description. So their ads are gonna be on there. I'm just gonna head and randomly pick somebody, bro. Like literally, I'm scrolling through the comment section. I'm randomly gonna pick somebody.
Okay, shout out MMP. I do have a car channel. Follow me on YouTube on Warren Cars.
All right, man. Matter of fact, Ashley, come here.
Yeah, pick one, Ashley.
Should I close my eyes?
Yeah, just whatever name you land on, just close your eyes and scroll up and down, and then whatever name you land on, just go ahead and David Jones. All right, David Jones, do me a favor.
Congrats, David.
And send me your Zelle right now, bro.
He said he doesn't have Zelle.
Oh God, you have Cash App, bro?
Wait, damn. How did what?
Already a
How did you do it that quick? Like it's not even caught up.
Wait, did he do it?
No, he said it earlier. He was like, "Damn, I don't have Zelle."
Oh, really?
Yeah, just.
What's his Cash App, bro?
I have him DM you, bro. You got it.
He can't put it up there. Nobody's gonna steal his Cash App.
Okay, yeah, David Jones, put your Cash App in the chat or whatever you like getting money.
If
sent
anything,
on.
you're just gonna get money.
Cool. So any other last things before we go? By the way, ladies, you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for the honesty. Thank you guys for being respectful, even though we don't always agree on stuff. And you guys have, we've had a lot of ladies come on the show, but you guys are definitely cool. So we appreciate that. Thank you to you too, Ashley, because I know you're flying back to Jersey, right? So shout out to you. Shout out to our boy too in the back, Jeff, for coming through.
He's coming tomorrow. He's coming tomorrow.
Yeah,
by the way.
Jeff is gonna be in the building
already-
tomorrow, guys.
will
So
be
make sure you tune in tomorrow. Did he send his Cash App, bro?
Yeah, it's a DRSJ 19.
It's the dollar sign first, right?
Yep.
All right, hold
Gotta
on.
do that before we wrap.
DR what?
DRSJ 1986.
1986. Is it David Jones, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, cool.
If y'all haven't yet, please like the video, subscribe, hit the ring button, join the Discord. If you can't catch the whole stream, if you missed any, you can watch it back on YouTube.
All right,
or
man.
Go to Spotify,
It's already
Apple.
sent, David. So
Congrats
to you, man. Thanks for holding me accountable, guys. Slowly but surely. Now, next thing we got to work on. Basil says fuck a lot, so keep him accountable for that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. But like I said, 50K by was it
Guys,
June
he
3rd or June
he
13th.
he will take you guys on a cruise.
Yeah, I'll pay for it. June 3rd.
No.
I don't know if I'll
No,
fly you
June
out.
10th. June 10th.
If you're in a different country, I'm not flying you out.
June
United
10th.
States, I got you.
So guys, June 10th, we'll hit 50K subscribers, and then 2 of you guys will go on a cruise with him. Ladies, how did you guys like the show? What do you guys think about the show before we go?
I loved it.
It was
and
fun. Good time.
I thank you guys for having me.
Thank you
Really
for coming.
enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
You liked it too, even though we didn't agree on everything?
Yeah, it was a good exercise, and like, man, sometimes you just gotta listen to other people, and sometimes you're just not gonna agree, and that's the way it goes, and that's what makes it interesting.
You know, the funny thing is, I agree, and I'm sorry, I learn more from people I disagree with than people I agree with. So, there's that. But again, thank you guys so much for coming. Chat, thank you. You guys were amazing today. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the daytime show. Peace.